Alright, we're back with another stream today, and I see some of you guys have already figured it out. I finally got 7TV, and I added a bunch of emotes. I added a bunch of them, so you guys can pretty much go crazy with them. I added a bunch, and there's some, but yeah. There's Poggies? Wait, which one?
Alright, we're
Oop!
back with another
Wait. Oops. Nope. Alright. Yeah, I added a bunch of them. Poggies. Let me see if I can. Yeah, but yeah, pretty much during this stream, I'm pretty much willing to take any, which I don't. Wait. Alright, let me keep adding, Zenless. Alright. I'll add a couple Zenless Zone Zero emotes, even though I don't even play it. I don't even play ZZZ anymore. Just like, am I seriously gonna add these degenerate freaking emotes? I mean, I guess I might as well. I might as well add some, assuming you guys can find it in the sea of, like, stuff. Wait, I mean, I have one that's kind of like Jordan. It's kind of like that. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? It was, like, here. I have this one. Yeah, a lot of fun emotes. Yeah, it's Alicia stroking Raiden's horn. It's Alicia stroking Raiden's horn. Raiden May's horn. Because I added it because it was funny, okay? Okay, there's a bunch in here. There's a bunch in here, okay? I added a lot of them. There's like 200 something. Yeah, you guys can. Yeah. Looks like that. Yeah, yeah, I have like a bunch of, emotes now. Oh, hello, Bobby. Oh, that, Human, you don't have the, 7TV, like, an extension then. You don't have it then. Here, let me see if there's a way for me to, like, quickly give it to you. 7TV. Yeah. Yeah, because if you don't have the thing, you'll only see text. But I added a bunch. I added a bunch of them. You guys can have fun with a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Lord Fifth knows 7TV more than me. They were the ones who introduced it to me anyway. But yeah, I have all those fun emotes now. I set those up for you guys. Have fun with them. There's a lot. There's a lot of them. There's like 200 something. But yeah, today's the day where we finally finish chapter 7, okay? Last I remember, there's like 4 parts left. Be stopping in town a little bit though. Alright. Cool. But yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of emotes in there. Also, Huban, if you're Huban, could you please check for me if I have all of the Hololive Fukiretas? Okay, I think I got all of them, but I might be missing 1 or 2, and there might be 1 or 2 duplicates in there. I haven't fully checked, but I would appreciate it if anyone could check if all the Hololive Fukiretas are there or not, and if I'm missing some or if I have any duplicates. Huh? What is this? What is this? But yeah, pretty much throughout this entire stream, you guys can... Okay, that's pretty funny. That's a pretty cute one. That's pretty damn cute. Yeah, I have a bunch of fun ones in there. There's that one. There's where's the other one? Where's the Sakuya? Yeah, you guys. Why did I add some of these? Yeah. There's a bunch of them in there now. You guys can have fun with all these emotes. And Huband, could you do me a favor and check if I have all the Hololive Fukiretas? Can you do that for me, please? I did that, but I feel like I might be missing a few. If you go to the 7tv.app and you go to like, and then you go to like search profiles, if you type in my username, it should be there. Can't see any 7tvs. Oh, that's damn, that's sad. But I added a lot of fun things there. A lot of fun things. Yeah. There's a bunch of fun little things in there now. Let me see, what else do I have? Yeah, you guys can have fun with all this stuff. You guys can have fun with it. There's a lot of them in there. There's a bunch. Give me a minute, guys. Alright. But, yeah. Let me see if there's a way for... Oh. I mean, if you search up, like, my profile on the 7tv.app thing, you should be able to... Oh my no, just like you guys have access to all these funny emotes now. Alright. Alright, enough of that. We gotta keep moving. We gotta finish this today. I wanna finish this. But there's only 4 parts left. I mean, how long could 4 parts be? How long could 4 parts be? You're like, you guys like all the emotes? You guys like them all? Yeah, Hubert, you got one! Yeah, I have a bunch of ones in there. Yeah. Yeah, I think I got all of the Hololive Fukiretas. I think I do, but I still don't know. I feel unsure that I got all of them, but I think I do. And if I didn't, I'm probably missing like 1 or 2. I mean, I might be missing some of ID actually, since I didn't see any of them on there. Watch a lot of Hololive? I mean, I used to watch a bunch of Hololive, and Hololive was the one that got me into VTubers especially. I feel like you guys can tell like who's my Oshi now, given how many like emotes I have of them in here. Let me see, where's the other ones? Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple Hololive ones in there. Alright, we gotta finish, chapter 7. We gotta get that on a move on. Alright. Let's move over here. Mute that, and... there we go. Alright. And if you guys still have any emote suggestions, just type like the name of the emote, and I'll see if I can add it. That being said, let me see. There's some that... It's like, do I really want to add, like, licking emotes for you guys? Do I want to add that to you? For you guys? I mean, there's already, like, I have, like, the more tame ones already. But... Yeah, I specifically didn't add like lick the lick. Is there lick the mods? Lick the mod. Oh. Oh, there's quite a few of them. Okay. Fine. No, wait, no. If I add that, you guys are gonna go crazy with the. I feel like you guys would go crazy if I add like stuff like lick the mods. Wait, no. I'm gonna add this. Lick the VIPs. You like that? You like that? You guys like that? You guys like that? Damn. Yeah, I'll say Squish. How are you doing? It's good seeing you here. Hello, Squish. You're still streaming, right? Are you still streaming? I haven't checked. I think you are. Yeah, it looks like. Yeah, you are. Surviving the company? Yeah. What do you think of all the emotes I added on my thing? What do you think? There's like a bunch of them. Yeah, you guys can have fun with that. Alright. We need to get a move on with this. Oh, the Bracken? Okay, so the Bracken's kind of like sort of like Enderman mechanics, where it's like if you look at it for too long, they don't get really mad at you. But like it's like basically give it its space and you'll be fine. Give it its space, don't look at it, and you'll be fine. Yeah, and it's a lot easier to deal with the Bracken if you're in like groups as well. Alright. You enjoy your little boogeyman game. Alright. But
people utilize a variety of
alright, enjoy your stream.
They sleep.
Have a good
Talk
stream.
to others. Watch TV.
But yeah, I haven't been doing that much off camera, I feel like, in reverse. I haven't been doing that much. Alright. I've just been like mostly like I guess not much, just like leveling up like
transferring to the piston in my
you play off camera? Yeah. Yeah, I play off camera, but it's like I don't do any of the story off camera. I usually don't do any story off of it. Alright. But I haven't been doing too much. Just leveling characters and that's pretty much it. I am in the process of building Gotian right here. You guys can hear me munching on stuff, I bet. I've been building him a little bit. So yeah. Oh. Alright. Alright. Let's move. Yeah, because there is like a little mini chapter that I kind of want to start. Alright. The Rosetta Stone. This may be the world's first trilingual dictionary. Alright. Oh?
No, we are not aware of that. 37 and I had just entered the cave when the investigators sent back the ritual.
The transmission is weakening. Miss Radio musters all her strength, struggling to hold on to the fleeting signal in the air.
I see. Thank you for the thorough explanation, Madam Lucy. I'll make sure to inform the members of Apeiron.
Is it really possible to remember all those numbers and technical details? I was so close to bringing my laptop to the cabin, but I opted out. Oh no! Oh, so you just see like all the text there. You don't see like all of like the fun emotes. Also, Give that to you guys, alright? Bonking the chat. I have the power to bonk chat now. I have the power to bonk you guys.
If possible, could you kindly explain this to them again after we set up the communication device?
Oh? The lab has never been busier since the day it was built. The scattered files are neatly gathered, and more integers have come to help sort through the years of documents. Yeah. Yeah, you just see text. No. Like, I wish you could see all these emotes. They're fun. They're really funny. Alright. Miss Radio is placed next to the IDM with a sense of reverence. The computer's screen lights up. A familiar voice comes out of the speakers. Happy with
things, the acoustic components. Totally understandable if you don't have any on hand. Regulus, can you help me find some...
Damn. It was like, I'm just reminded that you have all of those emotes still. You still have all of those, which baffles me. Alright.
What are you saying, mate? Of course, this great disc jockey would have the acoustic components. I'll have you know, I made friends with the dolphins as soon as I had the chance, hoping they'd retrieve some of the radio components from Apple II.
Oh my god. The dolphins. Those dolphins were so fucking mean.
And guess what? They actually found some!
Yo? She attaches the acoustic component onto the IDM, beaming with excitement.
Hello?
Oop.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Oop. The screeching feedback forces everyone to cover their ears.
Perfect. You finally have a communicator equipped with a speaker.
Nice.
Before, there were too many ears for one tiny radio. Ah,
Oh? What's up? What's up, X? Huh?
What now? Another attack?
not quite. That's the sound of our colleague, Medicine Pocket.
Uh-oh.
Hard at work.
What's Medicine Pocket doing? What are they doing? Finally, a real communicator for Team Timekeeper. X gets up, skirts around Medicine Pocket's mess on the floor, and casually makes himself a cappuccino.
How goes it on your end, Vertin? The storm is only 8 hours away. Has the immunity zone on the island stopped shrinking?
I think so. No one in the Hall of Appearance affected by the storm syndrome so far.
Okay, that's a good
The
sign.
immunity zone seems stable for now. Manus Vindictae and the humans have left. There should be no further destruction on the island.
So the decay of the immunity zone is not linear. It seems to be influenced by the islanders' mindset toward the truth. And it eventually reaches a stopping point.
Oh. Your ears popped? Oh, what happened? He puts down the cup and thinks about everything he heard from the call.
Could it be that the ritual on this island, rooted in the power of faith and belief, serves to amplify only the radius of the storm immunity? Fascinating.
Oh.
That can wait, Researcher X.
What's up? What's up, Ulrich? Ulrich, impatient as ever, interrupts his musings with a more important concern. There are still pressing matters to discuss with the Timekeeper, though, through the device.
There's one thing I'd like to confirm, Timekeeper.
Yeah?
About the question Miss 37 asked in the cave. How can we escape the darkness of the phenomenal world and be freed from the emanation forever?
Oh.
To my understanding, that is almost the same as asking how we can be immune to the storm.
Let me see. How can we escape the darkness of the phenomenal world and be free from the Yeah! That's like, you can interpret it as either being immune from the storm, or you can also say, like, how to eventually stop the storm as well. Well, that can be interpreted sort of like that, since they're saying they just want to be freed from the emanation. So find a solution to survive it, basically.
Yes.
Oop.
And 37 also said the transcendental truth was beyond the limits of her mortal flesh. Apeiron answered her with an eerie sound,
Oh.
one that could drive anyone mad just by hearing it.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
then that the Scroll 6 gave her unfurled and transcribed the sound into a string of numbers, providing us with the code.
Oh, shit. Yeah. I've been driving
Yes.
for 2.5 hours
That's
and we
the key
just
to our
stopped so it's
problem.
quiet and loud at the same time. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We both received a solution to the same question simultaneously.
Nice.
Immunity against the storm. This could be our Rosetta Stone, Timekeeper. We found our own Rosetta Stone!
Let's go. Let's go. His voice rises in excitement as he becomes fully immersed in his thoughts. Meanwhile, his listener's mind is starting to wander with a big question mark in the air. No. Oh, I didn't add sniffer? Did I? Sniff. Alright. There you go. There you go, Squish. You can have the sniffer. There you go. Here you go, you have it. There you go. I'm still taking emotes. I'm still taking like anyone who like wants to suggest emotes and stuff like that. I'm still taking them. Alright. Alright. There you go. Enjoy all your emotes. Yes.
Rosetta Stone.
Oh?
Allow me to explain.
No shit. The director interjects with a well-timed explanation.
The Rosetta Stone is a stone tablet inscribed with a decree in 3 different languages: hieroglyphs, Demotic, and Ancient Greek.
Oh.
Hieroglyphs were the sacred writing for the divine, while Demotic script was known as the language of the people. Both scripts were ancient Egyptian, lost to time when the tablet was discovered. However, because scholars were still able to read Ancient Greek, and through comparing the 3 inscriptions that all said the same thing, they were finally able to understand the hieroglyphs.
Ah. That's
And
cool.
now we too have our own set of inscriptions to decode. The first is similar to hieroglyphs, as the truth Miss 37 heard in the cave is completely unintelligible and can drive people insane just by listening to it. The second is like Demotic script, a ritual we obtain from Arcana that can place a curse upon those who read it aloud. It cannot be handled by ordinary people.
Oh, that's the La Una circle thing. Oh, and Bobby has 7 TV now. Yep. The damn Alicia. Alicia's stroking May's horn. God damn it. Worked out or not? Yeah, it did. It did. The Alicia stroke worked. I see it. God, maybe I should be really careful knowing that you have access to this, Bobby. I should be careful.
Finally, the numerical code you shared with us is like the readable Ancient Greek, without any divine powers, but crucial in deciphering the other 2 inscriptions.
How intriguing!
Oh, 37 just lights up. Is that Rosetta Stone a real thing? I always thought it was language learning software. Really? Rosetta Stone. Let me see. Rosetta Stone. I mean, it is an actual thing. Of course, in the British Museum. Of course, it's in the fucking British Museum. God damn. It's like 1 meter by like by 0.75, 0.76 meters. 1.1 by 7.6 meters. It's pretty big then. That's a really big stone. Holy shit. But yeah, it's a stele of what? That's a word. Grandadorite. Grandadorite? Inscribed with 3 versions of decree issued in 906 BC during the wow. Ptolemaic Dynasty of Egypt. This is all reading from Wikipedia, by the way. Also, Monarch Muse, it's good seeing you here. Welcome to my stream. It's good seeing you here. Here, hope you enjoy it here, then. Manually type it out? Ah, okay. But, yeah. Bobby, have you learned the names of all of these, like, emotes? And I'm now, like, scared of what you will come up with.
That is to say,
If we work together and combine our research, we may unlock even deeper knowledge that only belongs to the divine.
Oh?
Exactly. We're looking for the same answer to the same question, like how the same decree is inscribed onto the tablet in different forms. And just like the inscriptions on the tablet, we have 3 versions of the ritual.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we do.
If we can delve into the essence of the ritual and master its inner workings,
Oh?
we may eventually transcribe it into a side-effect-free ritual that can be used by everyone.
Let's go.
Yes, it should work. Because the nature of the universe flows in all things alike.
Like, I feel like 37 and Ulrich just like accidentally became like the best friends, or just like accidentally became best friends or something. I feel like that's what's happening right now.
I'm glad you think so, Miss 37.
Yep, they're becoming best friends. The girl on the other end of the phone is equally ecstatic. There's no question that they are in sync on this incredible idea. The ferrofluid happily swirls around in his fishbowl. Regrettably, his boss is a practical thinker. Granodiorite rocks and the place I'm staying in right now? Oh, that's cool.
Your hypothesis is based on too many assumptions, Ulrich. It requires further refinement and confirmation.
Oh, but it's an idea that's plausible, I
We
think.
now have valid incantations. We should continue in this direction.
I mean, I feel like the string of numbers is definitely a safer route, I feel like. Her words are like a bucket of ice water dumped over their heads. As always, the robot steers them to a more practical path. Alright. Are you
mentioned the word transcribe just like the timekeeper did. It holds
Are you guys
the
having
answer
fun
to
with the
improving
emotes?
the ritual.
Are you guys having fun with them?
You mean?
The scroll you mentioned that can bridge the gap between you and the supreme existence during communion.
Hmm?
It is the scroll that transcribed the eerie sound and saved 37 from the lethal side effects.
Oh.
Does this mean it could potentially lessen the negative effects of the immunity incantation?
Oh? Wait. Scroll transcribe should potentially lessen negative effects from the. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, I added a couple Toho emotes because I thought it'd be fun. Like I thought there'd be more, but I thought there'd be more Toho emotes, but I guess not. That's fine. It's fine. Everyone in the lab realizes it at once. No horny here. Reducing the side effects is faster than trying to come up with a perfect side effect-free incantation from scratch. Now, the solution is right in front of them. The scroll that can solve Arcanum with Arcanum.
Wait, Madam Lucy. Let me take it from here.
We would like to borrow this scroll for research. If you lend us this scroll, we will make significant advancements on the research, and we promise to provide every assistance you require in the future.
I forgot that the Shuba duck was called that. Oh, right, because of the way that 7TV works with words, if you type in O, it will give up the hamster. It will show the hamster like saying oh no. It will show up like the little hamster for O. The ferrofluid flinches into the shape of a droplet of sweat. It was too late to stop her. The atmosphere on the other end of the call changes dramatically. Oh?
Lend you the scroll.
Oh shit. The custodian leaps up from her corner in disbelief.
Are you asking us to give the legacy of Epiron, our most cherished possession, to you? A scientific research organization that serves humans?
Yep, you guys are gonna like hamster. Oh. And then like just like every time I see that hamster, I just imagine like the world's like tiniest violin that like Mr. Krabs plays in SpongeBob. I just hear that like. The lab falls silent, reflecting the seriousness of the request. For a school of thought that has always kept its knowledge hidden, this is a major threat to its core beliefs and sacred vows. But the silence is broken again by that cheery voice. The voice that always questions and doubts.
Why not?
Oh shit!
We are seekers of truth, are we not?
I mean, if they can give us truth, then if Laplace can supply them truth, then yeah. Why not? Alright. To be continued. Next part. The cycle of history. Oh, there is a fight here. By the time people realize its true nature, it has already moved. I use oh in the chat, and he has oh. The hamster. Yeah. I mean, I think none of the emotes, other than like some of them,
37.
other than like a few of them, like D. No, I don't have that one. I don't think so. Let me check. I don't have whatever you just typed in. Yeah, I don't. Good. There's only a few of them where you guys might accidentally use them.
That scroll is a sacred relic passed down from the wise sages of Epiron, safeguarded by the Sixes, and entrusted only to believers who brave Epiron's test. It has the power of harmonization and reconciliation. You may keep it.
Oh yeah,
until you
that
fully
little
grasp
hello.
The secrets shared
Hello,
with
and
you
it shows
by
like
Epiron.
the Miku plushie waving.
But you will not share it with some organization affiliated with humans.
Oh yeah, and when
certainly
you
do not
guys just
allow
type
them
in
to
hi,
study
it will also... It has its own emotes too. Yeah, there's a couple of them that might have, I might go in and change their names or something so that you guys don't accidentally type that or something. I might go in and change their names. The inevitable disagreement is finally upon them. 888 grabs 37 by the arm and drags her out of the lab.
Why? Sharing the scroll is sharing wisdom and knowledge with others. Like what we have done through our doctrinal meetings and receiving visitors from the outside world.
Miku,
It is for the
you can
sake of spreading the
Oh
light
wow.
of truth, is it not? The human
It's like
researchers, they have also discovered
like the
many
first
brilliant
line of
theorems.
that.
Before the emanation cut us off, we had these types of communications with the outside world. It was fun. Unlike what came
Aww.
after. I'm sure by sharing this scroll, the code from Aperon will be deciphered.
I mean, it will definitely be deciphered much faster than if just 37 works on it.
I must prove that the light of truth still glimmers.
She stands her ground. She is right. With their faith shattered, people need something new to keep them going. And this time, her suggestion makes sense in a practical way, a quality often missing from her previous ideas. With the island no longer shielding them, the school must find another way to survive the emanation. In their moment of weakness, they need a powerful ally more than ever.
But how can you be sure the scroll will only be used for researching the ritual? How can you ensure that the humans won't exploit it to create weapons of destruction?
Oh. The custodian looks up at the fractured dome. The speckled daylight illuminates her cool complexion.
Before joining the School of Epiron, my people and I had wandered the world for ages. Our daughter of truth I implore you to hear
Wandered the world
words
for
of this
ages. Our
old
long
soul.
lives made it difficult for us to truly fit in the world.
Humans have indeed achieved incredible feats, and their enlightenment has even touched my soul. But unfortunately, most humans do not have an inherent respect for knowledge or its boundaries. They only chase after power blindly.
Okay, that's a fair accusation. That's a fair accusation.
I have experienced it firsthand.
Yeah, I figured.
I tried to guide and persuade them, but ultimately I failed. That is why I am here now.
Oh.
What you are deciding to share is not only knowledge, but it is a ritual. A piece of power. A ritual designed for harmonization, created for the devout believers, and created for the sages seeking the truth. Yet, on the other hand, it can also be used for unspeakable horrors, such as silencers on guns, suppressors on rifles, or even on nuclear bombs.
It won't.
Oh.
888. I won't let this happen. I promise.
Bro, I feel so sorry for anyone who doesn't have 7TV and just sees this mess of text. This just mess of text, like like the freaking Sushang, like chicken attack, like the freaking emote's name for it is what it is. Yeah.
You can't promise anything, Miss Verton. You're too young. Too inexperienced to comprehend the dark nature of history.
The image doesn't load for it. Yes, it does. It does, okay? It doesn't load for you because you don't have it. A valid and powerful observation. The hull itself, ravaged by war, now stands as a testament to the Banshee's claim. Even 37 is speechless.
But it's the truth we're talking about. What could possibly outweigh the truth?
An unexpected voice speaks up. Hi. Oh, what's up? What's up, Halls of Orion? Halls of Orion, it's nice seeing you here. It's nice seeing you. How are you doing? Welcome. There's like, can you see all the emotes I've added with 7TV? Can you see all the emotes I've added? Oh, you've been caught slacking. Uh-oh. Let's see. Look in. Is that an emote? Probably. I mean, there's a lot of them that's like named lock in or stuff like that. There's quite a few of them. Alright. Add as an emote. Oh. This is oh, give me a minute to try and pronounce your name. Give me a minute. I'm gonna try and pronounce your name, okay? Give me a minute. I try to pronounce as many of my followers' names as I can. As an emote. Let me see if I can add that. Because I'm still open to taking quite a few of... I'm assuming it's this one and not the... I'm gonna assume it's this one and not the other one, okay? If it's not that one, then deal with it. I'm not adding some of the... I'm gonna assume it's this one. Alright. This is Chris VR. There we go. I was like... There we go. I finally got your name. No, welcome. Oop. Okay. Alright, I'll add that one. That one's not bad. I'll add it. Although, if you want to add emotes using links, please Just like if you want to add emotes using a link or something so I can go directly to it, I do recommend probably using my Discord stream chat, because Nightbot will get really mad at you guys if you use any links in here. Nightbot will get really mad, and I don't want any of you guys getting banned just because you send a link. So yeah, if you want to send a link to an emote in for 7TV, I do recommend putting that in the Discord stream chat. Just so Nightbot doesn't kill you guys. I don't want Nightbot going after you guys and nuking everyone. To everyone's surprise, the rhetorician does not raise any objections this time. Good stream time. I mean,
All it takes
sometimes.
is lending
Sometimes I
someone a
look at
scroll
it.
to unlock unspeakable secrets. Why not do it?
It's just like sometimes I look at it, but like because I have like so many things open on my second screen, if I had a third screen, it'd probably be a lot easier. Of dueling. Nightbot is the Twitch version of Duolingo. Ow. Just like it just bullies everyone. Just like, have you done your daily practice in insert language? I don't know. Spanish or something. I don't know. Have you done your practice? And it gets so like mad and sends you like a billion notifications.
Haven't the failures of the past 4 years proven that a stagnant mindset does not bring forth the light of truth?
Oh?
As individuals devoted to critical thinking, should the pursuit of truth not be our primary goal in life? My brothers and sisters, do not let hatred stop you. And don't let the dust of the phenomenal world blind you.
210!
Oh. Should we... Oh. He waves his hand and gets up from his seat.
And remember, it was 37 who passed the test and earned the scroll. It is her rightful responsibility to handle this situation.
He looks elsewhere, his demeanor suggesting a lack of interest in rather than genuine support for the argument.
Otherwise, what other choice do we have?
He shrugs and walks out of the hall. Behind him, the Star of Hermes clenches her fist with resolve. To the murmuring, doubting crowd, she speaks again, loud and clear.
I have made up my mind.
Oh?
I will share the scroll with Laplace. We will decipher the code together.
Oh shit. Wait, so does that mean 37's gonna move over to the Laplace headquarters?
The truth is the truth.
Or are they gonna stay remote?
Cannot be swayed by anything else.
I'm curious.
Please, everyone, cast your pebble if you agree with me.
Oh.
If Six were here, he too would have called for a vote.
Some of them decide to leave the hall instead, but most stay and use the pebbles in their hands to speak for them. Her victory arrives with a gentle sigh from the corner. Aww. War and smoke have long left this place. An area has been cleared for takeoff. Gonna lurk while I play some games with friends? Y'all have fun? Alright, enjoy your video games. Oh yeah, I just added a lurk command. So yeah. I just added one, and I should make a place where you guys can see all the commands I have for Nightbot. I should make like a panel or something. Yeah. Yeah, I need to figure out a way so that you guys can like have like all the commands for Nightbot, cause like I would like it, cause like I want you guys to like know what you guys can do. No, I want you guys to know what you can do with the bot. It's not just like looming over your shoulders, waiting for you to do something wrong. The voice is the voice. Uh-oh. Oh. Let me see. Oh, that's... I'm assuming it's this. It's a cute message. I remember you talked to someone last time about... Yeah, that lure code sounds awful. Yeah. You guys, bruh, ever since I added the emotes, chat looks so much better. Chat looks so much livelier. I love it. I love it. Yeah, credits to Hubent for coming up with that really cute chat message. It's really cute. Credits to Hubent. Also, Hubent, hello. Hope your day's been... Just like, have you chat yet? I think so, yeah. I think it's just... Yeah, I think it's just been a while since, like, I remember, like, seeing you in chat. Alright. Oh, great! Great! Oh, shit. Wait. Bobby, I don't think you should be doing that to Nightbot. Just like, I get that, like, I don't want you guys to, like, feel... I don't want you guys to feel like Nightbot's just, like, looming over your shoulders, like... looming, like, waiting for you guys to post a link or say something in, like, all caps or something. I'm, like, I don't... Or, like, say something that I accidentally, like, forgot to, like, remove from the blacklist or whatever. Whatever. Just, like, I don't want you... Alright. Alright, take care, Halls of Orion. Take care. Trying out Metaphor demo. Oh. I think very soon too? Alright. Lord Fifth.
Absolutely. See the nice weather today? Much better than the day we landed. No wind, no cloud, the clear sky, and that giant moon.
Oh, the sky is clear. Sitting tight on her SU01BE. She gives a quick pat to the scroll secured on her belt. This is the essence of Aperon's goodwill and their newfound alliance with Laplace.
Can't find a better day to deliver the package. It's just to the headquarters, not even going outside of Europe. 3 hours is more than enough.
Wait, how far is this? Cause this is in the Aegean Sea, right? This is in the Aegean Sea. And then... Where is it? Where is the Laplace headquarters now, thinking about it?
I'm done being stuck on this suffocating island.
That's
Nobody
fair.
can stop me from taking this flight.
Alright. I mean, Lilia, you're gonna be our fastest way of getting that scroll around, so yeah.
The headquarters are at least 768 nautical miles
Ooh.
away, and you have no protection during the long flight. It's dangerous.
768 nautical miles. Wait, in 3 hours? 768.3. That's Jesus. 250. What is that? Like 256? Like nautical miles per hour? Damn, Lilia. 3 hours is more than enough. Going over 256 nautical miles per hour, and 1 nautical mile is like 1.1 miles, right? Nautical miles to miles, right? No, 1 nautical mile is 1.1 miles, so 256. That's almost 300 miles per hour. God damn. Damn, Lilia. Speeding around.
And we have only 7 hours until the storm.
Dangerous? Maybe. But this is an exhilarating flight in the storm, Saneto. What better chance than now to push Xeno into updating their flying manual?
Oh shit. She's just here to say, yeah, your flying manual's outdated. You gotta change this stuff. She takes a few long gulps from her canteen and warms up her broomstick, brimming with anticipation as if she were going to a carnival.
Besides, what's wrong with a bit of oil painting on me? Should be a nice badge of honor.
Assuming you don't get like wrapped up in like some sort of other storm syndrome or something.
Mate, that's quite a distance. Just be sure not to go toppling into the Mediterranean Sea.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Red 38 is no way an Apple II.
Bro, Lilia just bashed Regulus, goddamn. She just bashed Regulus's apple. She soars higher and higher until Regulus shrinks into a tiny red dot on the beach. From the corner of her eye, she notices shadows slowly creeping toward her.
Uh-oh. Manus Alitius?
Uh-oh.
We didn't kill them all off?
Oh shit.
I don't have time for you, little stingray rats.
Stingray rats, that's a word. That's what that's something to call them. That's definitely something to call. Alright, so are we fighting Elidials? The Elidial trail close behind her.
Still got your speed, huh? I guess the death of your boss didn't faze you much.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh? A swollen blimp comes into view, filled with a dark substance and throbbing like a beating heart. The creature's soft, tentacle-like turrets slowly rise and lock onto Lilia.
A Manus aircraft? Worth a fight.
Oh. Oh shit.
Haha! Bring it on! Your downfall will be an explosive orchestra over the waters.
Oh shit. Alright. Fight. Let's go. Alright, we got Big Blimp and some Elidial. Alright. That's good.
Join with us, comrades.
Wait, don't I have like a better psych tube for Ezra now? Don't I have a better one? Let me quickly check.
Leave it to me, loaded.
Buff.
Moment of silence.
Buff.
I admire your courage. I
Give me a
will help
minute.
you.
I think I have a better psych tube for Ezra
Please
now.
cease resistance.
Yeah, I do. I do have
Sure
one.
thing.
That's good.
Under attack.
Okay. Let me see. Here. Here.
The moment of utterance.
No. Then
Loading.
here
Charging.
and here. Alright. This thing
Target
has so much
confirmed.
HP. God damn. Okay. Good.
Faraday's miracle.
Is that enough? Yes, it is. Nice. Getting good damage here. That's good. Alright. And this one. Reinforce that one. And upgrade.
The moment
Debuff.
of silence. The
Buff.
moment
Leave
of
it to me.
utterance.
Buff. Attack.
Loading.
Benefit from reading.
Good.
We walk in long nights.
Please, take good care of yourself.
Barrage.
Okay, that's good. Next one.
Don't
Sweet. Alright.
We share the
Time
same
for tongues
dream.
to speak of truth. The moment of silence.
Actually,
Time for tongues to
We
speak
share
of
the
Yeah.
same dream. I admire your
Circuit
And then
courage.
there.
functioning properly.
The scale of your soul has tilted. The balance needs to be
I
restored.
was like, I don't think there are many fights after this because
To a brighter future.
I mean, maybe there's
for
one more
everyone.
boss fight. There might be one more boss fight, but with Arcana gone, I don't know who else is there to fight. Other
up
than
the
like
faith.
other than like the critters and
Rodan,
stuff that
child
will
of
like come
silence.
out of like nowhere, I guess. Like just normal enemies. I'm not sure what else will be here to fight. Okay, good. Good damage. Alright. Nice. Alright, this pretty much should finish it. Here, and then... Ezra...
The moment
Debuff,
of utterance.
Charging.
and then...
Loading.
Sure.
Loaded.
I mean, this should be enough, right? I would think so.
Learn from silence.
Target confirmed.
Yeah, that's plenty.
shoot.
That is plenty. God damn, Lucy. 40k. Wow. Wow, 40k.
The field work went smooth. I look forward to our next cooperation.
Jesus. God damn, Lucy. To safely cast the immunity ritual, 2 conditions must be met. 1. Have the power to wield it. Not it.
Yes, Miss Tyder has derived the formula, and my team has finished designing the prototype converter.
Okay.
Now, we just need the bigwigs upstairs to approve the experiment application.
Oh.
This is an unprecedented chance to rob the storm of its energy. I wouldn't miss this for anything.
Oh yeah, they're trying to like get the asymmetrical nuclide R from the storm, and also like get the power. They're like using like the storm for so many things now. They're using it for so many different things. Cause there's like what, all the asymmetrical nuclide R, and then like the bonus of power. Lurk, alright, Monarch Muse. Alright. Alright, I enjoy you being here. Yeah, they're just using the storm for so many different things. So it's like, yeah. There's like a bunch of things they're using the storm, and like all sorts of stuff for like the ritual as well. They're using it as like a sort of like battery source and stuff like that. Minimize the side effects.
The Scroll of Aperon has shown great potential in protecting casters from the ritual. It is expected to outperform the Coleman protection rituals. The sheer variety of side effects is concerning, but we already have a list of 122 curses and their effects.
Wow, that's a lot.
Once the scroll arrives, we will test and record its reactions to each of the effects.
Oh.
This should speed up our analysis considerably.
Hopefully. But this isn't enough. Oh?
How can we get humans to make use of this ritual?
Oh. He stands up and paces around the cluttered room.
Ideally, the incantation is made into a tool like the Manus Mask or Laplace's incantation soft disk. However, this would require a thorough analysis and mastery of the ritual. Manus Vindicte could create the mask because Arcana is just that excellent of a caster.
Yeah, she's just that goated.
But we don't have that kind of excellence all the time. That's why I came up with a clever alternative, to let everyone be a caster instead. The problem is, humans can't cast it all to begin with. Ugh.
Yeah, so that's only like a small portion that will be immune to the storm. That's not everyone. Logic is failing to produce the desired breakthroughs. Enigma sits back down at the table, holding his head in despair.
Is there nothing else we can do?
We're back here.
So, this is the plan of the imaginary numbers.
Oh, oh yeah, they call
use
humans.
the waves of Numa and the reconciliation of the scroll to allow everyone to recite the storm immunity ritual?
And that's the plan. Yeah. 37 ponders with great interest, as if it were just another game. The collaboration with Laplace is going well. They have just shared all their information on the subject.
Yes. What do you think, 37?
An ugly plan it is.
Just like straight up. Just like, this plan's disgusting. Did she just say the plan sucks?
There is no grace or beauty in this approach. It is purely driven by practicality and uses clever tactics to make things fit. How typical of imaginary numbers.
I mean, if the in the human's defense, if it works, it works. Okay? In the human's defense, if it works, it works.
What? It sounds pretty cool to me.
Exactly, Regulus. Exactly.
Taking advantage of the storm? It's about time we plundered it instead.
It really looks like we should throw this plan into the sea.
37 insists, subtly shifting her seat away from Regulus.
You're not trying to comprehend the ritual, Vertin, but scrambling to make use of it before the emanation arrives.
Isn't making use of it enough for our purposes?
Yeah?
No, the theory is incomplete. You will be hindered by impossible obstacles in no time.
Oh, what does 37 know that we don't then? Because it feels like she knows something about the storm that we don't.
Mister, could you show me the incantation? I want to see it too.
Whatever you do, don't cast it. She glances at the device, hoping for an answer, but the other end of the call has been silent for a while.
Laplace is looking for a safe method to deliver the incantation. Given the incidents before, some time is required for the application procedure.
Yeah.
Once received, please do not read it out by any means. The side effects are extremely deadly.
The chief assistant explains to her reassuringly. Finally, someone speaks again.
Apologies. We took some time to test the delivery methods.
Oh?
For your safety, only the text of the incantation will be delivered. The exact pronunciation will be sent to the timekeeper later.
That's fair.
Thanks, mate.
Since the island has no visual communication, we will send the incantation letter by letter through a Chladni plate, a technique that converts simple patterns to sound waves.
Oh.
Enough with the mumbo-jumbo. There's no time for details.
Annoyed, he interrupts his rambling and gets straight to the point.
Anyway, timekeeper, we'll need the help of that lady. Miss Radio, right?
Oh. Aww. Flattered, the blue flower on Miss Radio perks up. No ordinary signal could reach this island. Since their arrival, she has been diligently managing their communications. As a result, she was somewhat reduced to being just a radio.
Yes. Somebody please find her a metal square plate, fix it on a sturdy base, and pour sand on it.
Oh, that's cool. They're gonna use that method. Oh. Sonetto and Regulus get to work immediately. Fortunately, there's no shortage of metals and sand on the island. A makeshift receiving station is quickly built.
Now, a special recording will be sent to you. Please stay by the edge of the plate, embrace the sound, and, groove along.
I assume you mean vibrate?
Uh-oh. Chat, behave yourselves.
No. That's just rude. But, yes, exactly.
I mean, she's a radio. She's a radio, okay? She's a radio. There's nothing wrong with telling her to fucking vibrate. There's nothing wrong with telling a radio to vibrate, I think. I'm not sure. He stammers.
If all goes well, the vibrations will move the sand and visualize the text in a pattern. We have 12 recordings ready, each representing a letter in the incantation. We'll play the first one when you're ready.
Oh, of course, my pleasure.
Aww. She trembles with excitement, ready to give her all for this important task. As she grooves with the signal, a pattern begins to form on the plate.
First one's done, Mr. Ulrich.
Oh.
All right, 11 to go.
Oh wow. The transmission continues as planned, each letter falling into place like pieces of a puzzle, until finally the last letter is recorded on the page. Oh? Yeah. Oh, what's up, Verton?
This incantation.
Do you know something about it? The sight is hard to believe. However, how can this be?
What? Are you reading it in your head?
Hmm?
Oh, don't tell me even thinking about it can trigger the curse.
I don't think so.
No. It's just... I can read this language.
Huh? Oh shit. Oh, okay, Verton. La una circlo. The language is not unfamiliar. The incantation for unlocking the suitcase is inscribed in the same tongue. The questions are, who taught this, and when? Was it on the eve of the new millennium, when everything was a blank? Was it... Mother? You know what? So you have a mother. God damn it. Damn it. Damn it, Regulus. All these jokes about Verton's mom. Just like, so you have a mother. Yes, it is the mother. A myriad of thoughts flood the mind.
37. I think I know what it says.
Oh shit.
It means the first circle.
Oh shit. So, Wait, if Burton can read and understand that, who taught her the language then? Or does she just like... Yeah, someone would have taught her that. Emergency harmonizer analysis task notification. Neutralize storms. Sent department. I'll call you back from John Titor's place. You keep all busy. Shit. Okay then. Just like, to everyone who's lurking, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. Alright. The first circle. Thus, the proof is complete. You chillin'? Yeah, I figured. Alright, I'm just glad you guys are enjoying it and sticking around. I'm glad you guys are here. The researchers on the receiving end quickly grasp the message.
The first circle. That's what the incantation says?
He suddenly remembers a detail that has eluded him all along.
That's it. The investigator in Vienna reported a similar thing.
Oh.
An ancient miracle, a circle of salvation.
Oh.
Akana even drew a circle in the air while saying it. She did it so nonchalantly, as if it were a meaningless gesture.
I'm cool. I have no clue about the game law. That's fair. I mean, this is like... I guess this is considered like endgame stuff by now, because it's like inside... Yeah, this is technically endgame stuff. It's fine if you guys don't like fully grasp what's actually happening. I just appreciate you all being here and chilling here.
We didn't think much of it.
Even if I am just some background noise for you guys doing something else.
We forgot about it and moved on. I can't believe I overlooked it.
Oh. Oh shit. The hot-tempered cryptography lead slams the table and buries his face into his hands, clearly exasperated.
This is not your fault, Ulrich.
Aww.
The gesture was overlooked because it did not really help the research. Our focus was on practical application rather than understanding the incantation itself. If the incantation means the first circle...
Oh? The pragmatics is chatting on my phone about role-playing. Oh. Well, the pragmatist voice is still serene.
How will this be helpful to the research?
I see! I understand now!
Is my internet good? I'm gonna make sure it is. Give me a quick moment to make sure everything's not gonna explode because I decided to stream today. A moment of epiphany. She snatches the handful of papers, sprawls out on the floor, and scribbles frantically. Oh shit.
Vertin, I don't know why you can read it, but I do know that Gal is thrilled by your interpretation.
Oh shit.
Because you mentioned her favorite shape.
The irrational number is spot on. 37 has drifted into a world of her own.
Yes. The essence of the incantation is a circle. But what kind of circle is it? In topology, any closed curve on a plane can be classified as a circle.
Closed curve on a plane. Oh, that's cool.
Aha! Told you!
Regulus spreads her hands, speechless. She takes a step back, giving 37 more room to calculate. Everyone is talking quietly so as to not disturb her. Even Miss Radio has lowered her volume. Just as her sheets are about to engulf the entire floor, she finally stands up.
Look, Vertin, let's go back to the Rosetta Stone hypothesis.
Yeah?
Based on the hypothesis, if the incantation and the numerical code share a common essence, which is the key to the storm immunity, and we now know the incantation refers to a circle, then
the essence of this numerical code should also be a circle, right?
Oh! Oh, wait. Were the numbers given some sort of coordinates? 37 nods.
Yes. Before this conversation, I had no idea which direction to take. The numerical code could be a snippet of an incantation, or it could be a geometrical ritual array. I had a lot of theories to go on, but testing them could take weeks or even months. Worse yet, if my line of thinking was completely wrong, we could waste decades of time and effort. But the Rosetta Stone hypothesis is easy to verify.
Yeah?
Let us suppose that the incantation and numerical code share a similar essence. We know that the incantation does work, as proven by the Awakened.
Mm-hmm.
If the incantation is a circle, then the numerical code should also be circular in nature. And has the same effect as the incantation. Which is a circle that saves people from the emanation, and can also be experimented with by the Awakened.
Well, that's cool.
If the experiment works, then the hypothesis is true. And vice versa. I see what you mean here. It really is an easily provable hypothesis.
To my ears, you're just trying to prove that the code means a circle.
It is.
Because you're really into circles.
Because the incantation means the first circle, the numbers given are will show a pattern of a circle, or like the essence, or like the circle, whatever. But yeah, pretty much, yeah, it's just that the entire thing is just related to a circle.
Not specifically. I simply like it because it's a great shape.
That's fair. Circle is a pretty interesting shape.
But I don't understand.
She picks up the numerical code and studies it carefully.
+1, -1, +2, -3, 3, -3.
Internet cut right after
2,
your last message? Oh
-1,
no! Oh no!
+1.
I'm glad that you're here though. I'm glad you're here. Hope your internet's okay. Internet's okay and all of that. I'm sorry that happened to you. 1 + 2 + 1 -1 + 2 -3 + 3 -3 + 2.
How do these numbers relate to the circle?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out the full thing on the
circle.
Oh. Enigma narrows his brows, spinning a pen between his fingers. While I was in the middle of nowhere, so it was bound to happen at some point. Ah. Just like every time I hear something from you, it's always like you're out hunting or something. It's always like that. Or you're like out in the middle of nowhere, so yeah. His drafts are scattered across the desk, each of them a dead end. Just like, it does make me curious. Just like, what do you do daily? Or is this just like, it just happens to happen on Monday and Friday or something? We're out hunting? I fucking knew it. Just like, this has happened so many times to where like, I figured you were hunting or something. Yeah. Yeah, just like, is it like a Monday, Friday thing? Or is it just like every day or something?
Yes, it was the timekeeper who translated the incantation. And according to the investigator in Vienna, Arcana also drew a circle when she casted the ritual. But experiments have shown that the gesture has no effect on the ritual. We thought maybe it was a symbolic gesture.
No. It is no way just symbolic.
I mean, if Arcana's like doing it consistently every time she's casting it, then yeah, it's probably pretty important. He jumps to his feet. The cryptographer sneezes at the cloud of dust he just stirred up.
Arcanists excel at condensing their experiences into symbolic representations. Signs, totems, elements, these are primitive symbols, and some are sources of power for Arcanum. At least that's what the Foundation's textbooks tell me. That's why arcane skills can only be enhanced by mediums that align with their symbolic nature. Precise materials are required when creating soft discs for each incantation.
He stopped spinning his pen.
If the incantation symbolizes the first circle, and if we were to create a physical form that could be mass-produced for everyone, will that form have to be a circle too?
Most likely, yeah. I would think so. In the cave, discussions and theories about the circle are also in full swing. Wait, each inch of the floor is now covered with paper. On each sheet is a differently drawn circle. Some are spheres, some have crossings, some are in distorted forms. We don't hunt that much, but recently we've been having lots of extra days off, like this weekend. Thanksgiving, but my can't eat sold food right now, so we postponed. Wait, Thanksgiving happens in October for Canadians, right? Right? Or am I getting that mixed up with something else? When is Thanksgiving in Canada? Yeah, Thanksgiving in Canada is... Yeah. Weekend. Just as the sea of papers is about to drown everyone in the room, she finally stands up.
Oh, I should have thought of this.
Oh?
The simplest things often hold the deepest meaning, as always. So, the first circle... What could it be? A wheel? A piece of rope? A pendulum?
She shakes her head and kicks away some paper balls at her feet.
I spent too long on the wheel and the bearing, not realizing there was something more promising. A circle can also be seen as a knot with no crossings. An unknot.
I don't know what that exactly means.
This could be a variation of a closed curve. A knot. Knots were how the ancients of the Incas and Chinese collected data and kept records.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
But which knot is it exactly?
37 extends her hand. Intricate geometric shapes take form in the radiance of her arcane light. Oh?
Jones' polynomial of the trefoil knot is t plus t cubed minus t to the power of 4. The figure 8 knot is t to the power of -2 minus t to the power of -1 plus 1 minus t plus t squared.
What about knots? Like normal tying knots.
Squared plus t to the power of 4 minus t to the power of 5 plus t to the
I'm
power
curious
of
about
6
how these
minus
formulas
t to the power of 7.
come. Because I feel like there's
on all day.
The answer is 6.
There are 165
Costco has
different
not.
knots with 10 crossings. 9,988 knots with 13 crossings.
Oh wow. The T cancels out? Not necessarily because they're added. They're added, they're not multiplied or divided, so they don't cancel out at all.
But which knot is the code referring to?
I think it probably refers to like the powers. These refers to like whether it's positive or negative in the powers. That's cool.
+1, -1. +2, -3.
T.
+3, -3. +2, -1.
This has to mean something.
+1.
Yeah. She stops. Oh. Did she just have like the Einstein like light bulb moment?
Of course I would hear these digits instead of anything else. The scroll transcribes the truth into a format I can understand. So it must be based on a mathematical system I already know.
Oh?
I have all the knowledge needed to break the code. Just need to follow my instincts and pick a system. And the Jones polynomial is the first thing I could think of.
Oh shit. Struck by an idea, she drops to her knees and starts calculating again on the floor.
Right. The second 3 I heard sounded different from the other 3s. That 3 must be the constant term of the polynomial. Then
Oh.
if we use this 3 as the origin, like a number axis, the left side is the coefficient for the negative exponents, and the right side is the coefficients for the positive exponents.
Mm-hmm.
Eureka! This string of
She had her
coefficients
Eureka.
is the shorthand of a Jones polynomial.
Oh.
We assign the 8 coefficients to the 8 corresponding exponents in a Jones polynomial, we get its true form. T to the power
Oh.
of negative 4 minus t to the power of negative 3.
Oh, so the
plus 2t
numbers
to
were
the power of
coefficients.
negative 2 minus 3 times t to the power of negative 1 plus 3 minus 3t plus 2t squared minus t cubed plus t to the power of 4. A knot with 8 crossings.
That is one hell of a sentence that you just said. T to the power of -4 minus t to the power of minus t to the power of -3 plus 2t. Oh my god, that is that is one hell of a polynomial form. That is one hell of a polynomial. God damn. She looks up by her at her. She looks up. Her bright aquamarine eyes shine with delight. My backpack broke a couple days ago and I got a brand new tactical backpack and came with a Velcro Canadian flag and my dad put it in distress. Oh. A golden knot projects from her fingertips. Whoa.
See, Vertin, Apiron did give us the answer. The key we've
Shit,
been looking for,
that's
the most
cool.
profound secret, the language of the divine.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
No sound or text is needed, just pure structure, the very form of the essence itself.
That's cool. How they do all this.
It is a beautiful shape, a simple knot.
I don't think that's a very simple knot. Like, how would this be formed? I'm trying to think.
A knot. Great. Now there is only one step left. The verification.
She nods and looks at the communicator.
Did you hear that, Madam Lucy? Can
Oh?
you help us verify the authenticity of this knot?
After an unsettling silence, Miss Radio finally remembers that she has turned down the volume. When she turns it back on, Lucy's voice comes through clearly over the channel.
Of course. I have paid close attention to the discussion.
Oh shit, does Lucy agree with 37?
This polynomial produces a single unique knot. We can now tie a knot to test it.
Oh? The call goes silent again. The cave is silent too, as if any noise would alter the outcome. Even Regulus has turned off her personal speakers. In the quiet hush, Miss Radio cranks up her volume once more, but all they hear is a sharp hiss of static and a soft, strange rustling. 29 minutes have passed.
Madam Lucy?
The only sound is a constant static, accomplished by a faint, scratchy reverberation. Oh?
Is the signal dropping? Madam Lucy, can you hear us?
Oh shit. Huh? Oh. Oh.
I can.
The robot utters with effort. The knot slips from her grip and falls as it has completed its mission. Then the robot starts to fall apart and melt. Before the curse could get to her core, the fire thief flashes a smile. She needs to ensure the next message is clear on the radio.
It worked.
Oh shit! Did you know you can get abandoned in a cave in the middle of nowhere? Don't light a fire. Oh yeah. Yeah, because all like it will burn up like all the oxygen and stuff. Or it will burn. Yeah. Yeah, it will use oxygen to help fuel the combustion with whatever you're lighting. And then this it would suffocate you with carbon dioxide, right? Shit. So... the ritual core is officially complete. No, we've collected a... oh, 37 Lucy. Wow. Laplace is not uncool. 1914 not. Wrong time. The not. It has such a nice ring to it. oh, that's a name. Absolute universal R-powered storm immunity device. Kind of like horse fire, but with more controlled fire. Oh. A house fire. Like... house fire. Why did I read it like that? It's a house fire. With more controlled fire. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Alright. Mirror and curtains. A mirror, a razor in green, and hands reach into nothingness. Damn it, you guys aren't gonna let that go for a hot minute. You guys aren't gonna let that go, remembering that I straight up can't read half the time.
Who solves the problem.
4 hours left.
But now even humans can cast this ritual.
Yeah. Laplace is now in a rare state of tranquility, for the researchers have done all they can. There's nothing left for them to do. With only 4 hours to go, this is the final calm before the storm.
Indeed. The knot is the physical form of the ritual we were looking for. Surprisingly, the numerical code yielded practical results.
She lords reading. Oh shit. I'm kind of lucky that I'm able to read like a lot of this pretty well. And then all of a sudden I swap over to read chat and it's like horse fire. It's like horse fire. I don't know how I read it as that, but it's clearly house fire. And then like I don't know how that happened.
I thought it was necessary to report this to the Timekeepers organization. It was her contribution. But it did
He was
not
like, how
go
bad
well.
is Lord's reading then? Oh? He was like, how bad is it then? Amazing at grammar compared to Lord's?
What's a knot?
Or is it?
I will be glad to answer your question.
Just like, am I good at grammar? I don't think I am.
Knot theory is a branch of algebraic topology. In mathematics, a knot refers to a connected closed curve in three-dimensional Euclidean
Absolutely
space
horrific.
that does
Oh,
not
shit.
intersect itself. They can also be described as shapes in three-dimensional space that are homeomorphic to circles.
Homeomorphic? In mathematics, a knot refers to a connected closed curve in a three-dimensional Euclidean space. Three-dimensional Euclidean space that does not intersect self. How does three-dimensional Euclidean space, how does that work? Or is it just a standard like coordinate system? Three-dimensional, yeah, does not intersect itself, so it's just standard three-dimensional coordinates. That's...
Knot theory focuses on the entanglement and configurations of closed curves in three-dimensional space, rather than the curves themselves. Since all closed curves are homeomorphic to circles, they can all be topologically categorized as circles.
Oh?
A knot equivalent to a two-dimensional circle is called an unknot, and...
if you say, hello, my name is Hubert Reed, and then I went to the market for a new house. How does that work? How did that work? How did that happen?
I don't mean to question Laplace's expertise, but this approach may not be the best solution for widespread implementation. The concepts are complex even for us, let alone others. We can't expect to give an advanced math lesson to every individual under these circumstances.
I mean, just think of it as like a circle that's in three-dimensional space and you just twist it up. It's like playing around with a rubber band and then like getting it all knotted and stuff like that. It's like that. That's the easiest way, I think, that I can, like, simplify this from my understanding. Although that could be, like, a horrible, like, bastardization of it. I don't know.
Doing math before the storm. Nobody's got time for that.
Because I think the easiest way to, like, interpret it is just, like, it's just to have, like a string that's, like, in the shape of a circle. And just to, like, play around and knot it. Just, like, play around with it. Because technically, you're sort of treating the string like a two-dimensional figure. It's sort of acting like a two-dimensional figure to you, and you just, like, twist it up.
As it turned out, presenting a technical report was much too premature. We should have a complete and official report once the immunity gear is produced.
Maybe you can change your approach the next time you report to the Foundation.
Oh, is Enigma gonna try it? I mean, he has a good way to, like, put it into, like, an analogy that makes sense to a lot of people. The robot shakes her head, disappointed by the failure of her report and the listener's math level.
I simply gave them honest answers.
But now imagine him saying that the Portuguese language with a British in a Portuguese language with a British accent. How does that work? How would that work? Cause, like, I mean, I guess there was, like, that one girl on, like, TikTok or whatever that was able to speak Japanese in a very southern accent, and I hated every single second of that, but like, I don't know how that would work. She turns her head and looks thoroughly at the window.
But this solution is deserving of widespread implementation. All we need is a piece of rope and tie it end to end.
Would it work with a large enough string or rubber band or something like that?
And spend 3 to 5 minutes to make this knot. This can be done anywhere, at any time, by anyone using any type of cordage. The oldest, fastest, and most basic ritual, the key to braving the storm, is a knot.
Why didn't you tell the House of Intercratus? I'm sure they would have funded us generously.
I will make sure to put it in my interdepartmental report.
Western accent in the Japanese. Oh shit. A rare hint of frustration flickers across her face, but she quickly moves on to a subject that deserves her attention.
But at this point in time, the knot only functions like an incantation. It is not suitable for widespread use until the research on the side effects and the converter are complete.
In any case, I've completed all the tasks you assigned me. My last plea is, please never put Ulrich and I on the same team again.
That's fair. The researcher lets out a deep yawn, feeling as if he hasn't slept in ages. I mean, I doubt they haven't slept in, like, the past, what is that, 18 hours? No, 20 hours. There we go. They haven't slept in probably the last 20 hours or something. Since the 24-hour storm notice. Maybe he can catch a quick nap before the final battle begins.
I'm surprised that you're not in the lab. Something bothering you? Wait, don't tell me you're charging here.
The robot turns to him, an approving smile on her face.
Excellent job, Researcher Adler. You have proven that you are keeping the locations of public outlets in Laplace in mind. Which is a positive sign for your resocialization.
That's so dumb. Just like, bruh.
But I am powering up to reach my optimal condition, preparing for what is to come.
That's fair.
The Scroll of Apeiron. The final piece of the puzzle. The key to minimizing any negative effects caused by the incantation.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, we're with Lilia
The
again.
designers on artificial somnambulism could use some of this inspiration.
Oh?
Look at the clouds, painted with a syndrome of colors and interrupted by a glorious streak of rainbow. It's truly a masterpiece.
I mean, I'd imagine it would look really pretty. Get some pictures of granodiorite? Cool. Cool. Like, I'm curious what it looks like in real life. Given that the one that's in the British Museum, the Rosetta Stone, is who knows how old. I mean, I wouldn't think it would, like, change that much over time. We are back? Mm-hmm. We'll wait for you. The red blur shrieks forward at lightning speed, but the Elidials are still in hot pursuit. Their skins are becoming increasingly vibrant due to the storm syndrome.
Funny.
Hmm?
They're flying towards the headquarters out of instinct.
Oh?
Maybe they can sense immunity zones.
Can they? I mean, it would kind of make sense for like certain creatures that can, certain like arcane creatures to be able to like find these areas.
These
It would make
little
sense that
beasts
they're.
would make for a good study.
Yeah, it would make sense.
But I'm not in the mood to take any prisoners.
Oh. Lilia speeds up again, trying to lose the pursuers that are swarming behind her like a dark vortex. Oh shit! Oh, that's so cool. In front of her, under the clouds, the gray buildings of the Foundation are now clearly visible. Fuel and ammunition are running out. Oh, that's Lilia speaking. Her altitude is low enough, she can almost see the hallway outside of the committee room.
Huh. Maybe I should storm the vice president's office with them.
But
other people might get hurt.
Yeah.
Never mind.
As how fun that might sound, yeah. Not during the storm, not when the storm is this close. She makes an abrupt turn, her mind racing with ideas.
Dive into the lake? But the splash might wet the scroll.
Just go for a normal landing if you can, Lilia.
Wait, isn't that...
Oh. Sprouts from the forest. That looks like a signal to land.
Miss Lilia.
OMG! Oh my god, it's been so long since we've seen Miss Druvis. It's been so long since we've seen Druvis the Third and Sotheby. It's been a while. Actually, no, Sotheby not as much because we had the entire little mini chapter with Matilda.
Ha! Good timing.
Her friend's presence has given her a clear sense of direction. Without a second thought, she charges into the new forest with a huge herd in hot pursuit. Just before crashing into the trees, Red 38 changes course. And rockets upward in a perfect straight line. Yeah, everyone's back. Everyone from like chapter 4 and before. A lot of people from chapter 4 and before are probably gonna see. We're finally gonna see them in the main story again. We're finally gonna see Druvis and Sotheby and probably Matilda. But the creatures behind her have no such finesse. One by one, they slam into the mesh woven by the dense tangle of trees and vines.
Enemies intercepted. Ally landed successfully.
Let's go.
Miss Druvis, the Elitials are all ensnared in vines.
Nice. The druid closes her eyes, savoring the fresh air.
The winds of triumph sweep through the woods. An excellent flight, Miss Lilia. We will take it from here. Come, everyone. We shall vanquish our foes with the aid of the woods.
Let's go. Let's fight these Elidial. Let's fight them. Alright. We have quite a few of them. That's fine.
Program
Alright,
activated.
let's go. Oh! Fish! Fish. Nope. Nope. Not our normal setup yet. Not that one. We probably should have Vila over there.
Program activated.
Alright, let's move.
Loaded. Leave it to me.
2, 3.
I will remember your sacrifice.
I will help you. Please cease resistance.
Keep up the pace.
Okay. Probably just move that there and then
Loading.
these two.
Eliminate target. Target
Nice.
confirmed.
Ah, that's so close to getting one of them out. That could have killed all of them if we get one out.
We share the same dream.
Alright,
Loading.
you're back? Welcome back, Bobby. Welcome back.
A future for everyone.
Okay.
In a second.
Huh?
Barrage.
Alright. And that should start the entire chain thing. No, that's really close. Okay. It's very close. Alright. This one. Test. Here. Actually, no.
Leave it to me. I will remember your
You
sacrifice.
sent some pics? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Oh yeah, those are really cool rocks. That's cool. Thank you for sharing with the class. For once, I'm happy you shared with the class, Bobby.
Charging.
For once, I'm happy you shared with the class. I mean, this should be able to kill one of them, and that will start the entire. Oh, nice. Oh, but it doesn't have. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Alright. Here. Two, and then this.
I'm here.
Actually. Yeah. This first and then this.
Functioning properly.
Check.
Charging.
Alright. Should I share more? I mean, if you have some more cool pictures of them, yeah. Go ahead. Just like, rocks are cool. Rocks are cool.
I, Robot, child of science.
Alright. Nice. Second one. Awesome. Clean.
And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
Cool. You have pictures of some different
Special
rocks.
Operations Squad is ready to go.
Oh, we're back with Marcus.
Dr. Kakanya, are you really going to stay here?
We're back with Marcus. Then we're back in Vienna. 4 hours. Wow. Oh. She shakes her head, her fingers tight on Marcus's communicator. For more than 10 hours, she has been waiting for Laplace to respond. Oh. Marcus lowers her eyes, burying her face in her scarf to hide the tears. No, don't cry, Marcus. The doctor quickly notices it. Her voice softens and changes to a lighter tone.
Don't worry about me, young missy. This won't be goodbye forever.
Oh.
Besides, I have already provided all the help I can, right? I made Isolde show us the ritual and kept her under control, and now you've figured out how the ritual works.
No, that's really good. That's really good progress.
To test its results, you will need a couple of volunteers.
But Marcus doesn't seem to find comfort in her words.
But you heard the report from Laplace. The possibility of surviving the ritual is nearly zero without the converter and the scroll and...
Nearly, they said. But not surely.
Yes, it is a non-zero chance. But it is so little, it is virtual. But it is so little. It essentially approaches zero, I feel like. The doctor interjects briskly.
Plus, where else can I go? I was born and raised in this city. This is where I came from, where I lived, and where I belong. This is my whole world. I despised the maggots under its golden surface, and fought for the justice and fairness in our society. But I also cherish every detail of this city, from the intricate carvings on the theater columns to the dirt trodden by dockworkers.
Oh shit, those are some really cool rocks. Those are really cool. We have carnelians, a lot of different types of quartzes. Different quartzes, those are cool. Yeah, that's quite a lot of different quartzes. Cool. It's like I never had one of those rock collection things growing up, but they were always something that I kind of wanted because they seemed so cool. You get to buy like really pretty looking rocks. I always thought that was really cool.
All of these things made me me. My family, my friends, my people, and my operas and culture are all here. I never once thought about leaving this place.
Oh.
I have never thought about destroying it either.
She looks up and sighs sentimentally.
Being washed away with it would be a just punishment for all my sins.
But you've done plenty of good. Yet her eyes are free of darkness and despair. Marcus can clearly see her determination.
I wish I could be as brave as you are.
Oh.
See you, Miss Clara.
Oh. She gently reaches out to her. Not far away, the Special Operations Squad is ready to go. The helicopter begins to whirl, its last errand of the day. Inside the cabin, Isolde sits between two Razor operatives, her wrists bound in cuffs.
Hurry, ladies, before any of us turns into one of those exquisite paintings. Sorry, but the headquarters is too far for the teleportation disc from here. You'll have to bear with us smelly old grunts for a little longer.
What's up with the quotation marks on Razor? It is time to part ways.
Goodbye, Miss Marcus. Sharing this hour with you has been an honor.
Their warm hands clasp in the powerful handshake. With a wave to the teary-eyed girl, Caconia turns around and heads toward the City of
Is your
Madness.
birthday approaching, Doctor?
Oh? She twirls sharply around at the entrance voice. Isolde reaches out into the air. Still in a dream she's unwilling to wake up from. There, the world is unchanged, and each day is filled with bliss. For a prisoner in the Foundation's facility, perhaps dreams will provide the solace she needs.
I made this for you.
Oh, what did Isolde made? She holds out a brooch, a piece so exquisite that it too seems to be an intangible figment of a wistful dream. The golden setting nestles the sparkling gem in place, a gift undoubtedly made with great affection. Oh, and it's gorgeous too. That's a really pretty brooch. That's really pretty. And Isolde made this. Oh, that's so sweet. He has like her colors and everything.
Turquoise and topaz.
Turquoise
Just
and
like you and your eyes.
Oh.
Please accept my blessings, Doctor. May your life be filled with joy and contentment.
Damn.
And may your courage guide you through all that comes your way.
Damn.
You are worthy of all the beauty and goodness this world has to offer. And I will hold you in my heart and in my prayers.
Bro, I was so ready to just give like a good 07 to Caconia, but damn, Isolde, you did not have to give me a reason to fucking cry. You did not need to do that to me. You did not, okay? And goddamn. Goddamn, I was ready to give that 07. I was ready to give an 07. What the hell? I was ready. Today isn't Kikania's birthday, nor can she see her reflection in Isolde's lusterless eyes. The star of Vienna holds up the brooch, yearning at the emptiness before her. Oh. If one were to die today, what would she say to her longtime friend?
Süße Träume, Rote Gustav.
She takes the brooch and pins it to her jacket. The communicator at her wrist crackles. A ray of hope shines through the static. Oh?
Madame Lucy, any progress on the research?
Oh shit. Oh? What's up? Alright. Hymns. Hymnus ad Bacchum? 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 This has to be like some phrase. This has to be some phrase. Probably Latin? Hymnus ad Bacchum? Question mark? Hymnus ad Bacchum? So I will rejoice, dance freely, and savor my wine. Definitely Latin? Yeah. Yeah, because the odd here, hymnus to something. Hymnus odd. Odd. Hymnus odd. Yeah, that's definitely Latin. Something to a hymn to Bacchus? Yeah. Man, I'm losing my ability to like read and understand Latin. I'm losing my ability. I used to be able to know. I used to know Latin, especially like especially like traditional Latin. Traditional like Roman Latin. That's what I learned. So like I didn't learn like the church Latin that like a lot of other people know. Just like, I'm losing my ability to read that. That's not good. Because I used to know and read, like, entire sentences and paragraphs.
Six is awake?
Oh. Oh, shit. The blind woman nods, smiling. 37 scrambles up from the floor, her eyes sparkling with joy.
Fabulous! Now everything is perfect, like the number 10.
I mean, 10's a really nice number.
He will be happy to hear that I've cracked the code.
Yeah. She skips across the room, the paper with the knot in it still in her hand.
I did it, Burton!
You did it, 37!
The light of truth still shines. With some time, communication, and a flash of inspiration, we can bring it down from the unattainable skies and let its radiance illuminate all. And I've also proven that the truth is not out of reach or too distant to grasp. So, once Sophia knows about this, she'll come back to us, right?
37, you know Sophia's number, right? You have the ability to see Sophia's number as root 2. And Sophia's now under the impression that she will never be able to be accepted back into a Peyron ever again. She's under that understanding because root 2 is an irrational number. She opens her eyes wide, eager for the affirmation she yearns to hear. Oh. Sophia's not coming back. Root 2's not coming back.
I'm sure she'll be happy with what you've accomplished, 37.
She'll be happy, but I don't think she's coming back to a Peyron. 37 nods with satisfaction and quickly dives back into her work, further perfecting the solution. The leaps in progress and the news of Six's return have filled the lab with smiles and lively conversation. Yet the most active members of the past are not here for the celebration.
Did 210 and 888 go to get 6?
Maybe. Last we saw them, they were with 6. Or they were in the hall. They were in the hall. Which I assume is where 6 was.
You don't seem that happy.
Oh, the sky. The leader stops, looking at the speaker coming down the steps.
The Star of Hermes deciphered the code of Aperon. She found a way to cross the emanation. We should all feel happy for her.
Yeah. It's an awesome achievement. The leader does not answer, having mastered the art of silence over the years. The rhetorician doesn't care. He can effortlessly engage in dialogue and is at ease in any conversation, even with a rock.
Yet here you are, so indifferent. It is because you, too, know that what has happened will not change, regardless of whether she figures it out or not.
Yeah, what's done is done, I guess.
A meager ritual to save people from the emanation is nothing compared to the disruption of the law above. It also cannot change the fact that our faith is dead.
Yeah, it's fictitious, essentially, but it gives them some sort of hope and comfort, which I think is the most important
how the island
part.
has sunk, and we're now sailing in a tsunami. A tiny miracle, a spark of inspiration, won't save the ship from the wrath of the tides.
His tone is sarcastic, but the mockery is missing in his eyes.
To be honest, I was surprised that she asked such a practical question. I guess the trivialities of the phenomenal world did eventually affect her.
I mean, I think figuring out the emanation is pretty important.
It's a shame that many others lack her determined will to see beyond the void of our broken reality.
What's your point?
Oh?
Can't you see? I'm getting a rise out of you.
It makes sense. Cool. He beams a huge grin.
Who would have thought that our great, perfect, honorable leader of the School of Aperon has been a nihilist all along? You never revered the truth, did you? That's why you kept us in the dark for 4 years. You never respected our beliefs for a second in your life.
I mean, it kept the peace. The man down the steps shakes his head. Although, eventually it would have fallen apart.
Are more important than the truth itself.
Did you see the Northern Light pictures? Yeah, they're gorgeous. I've never actually seen them, mostly because they don't appear in my location. Or they don't really appear there. Here. And lights appear. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really live in those areas where I can see those. But like, I would love to see them one day. I would love to see them. Although, I don't know if I could survive, like, being in such a cold environment. It's like, I make the joke that I am essentially like a lizard where I have to live in hot weather for me to survive and move around. I make that joke, and it's like, you put me in cold weather and I just like shrivel up. I don't like the cold weather very much.
I may not understand that ever-shifting number, but I do understand and respect the people here.
Oh yeah, and to everyone who's watching, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know I've been like, I know I've been like saying this, but it's like recently I've been seeing like the viewer count go up, and it just makes me really happy knowing that you guys are here enjoying my stuff, even if I am background noise to you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. Whether you're talking in chat or you're lurking. Just almost the opposite. Yeah, I've heard, like, almost everyone is, like, the opposite to me. And I'm here being a fucking lizard. We never see them either because we're so close to the border, but we got lucky with the sun's things. I forgot they were called. Ah. From what I hear, like, almost everyone in my chat likes the cold weather, except for, like, maybe Huban. Except for, like, Huban, I think, and that's just because That's just because of stuff, but yeah. He's continuing the conversation, a rarity to behold. Ever since becoming 6, he's rarely had a chance to unleash his sarcastic wit.
So you know the secret. What now?
Oop.
Now that you know the truth could lead
What
to
you
an
got?
nihilistic void,
We're talking about like
I wonder
whether
if
you
you'll
like
abandon
hot weather
our
or cold
doctrines,
weather more.
our wisdom, and our inheritance, and step into the darkness in a fit of rage.
Yeah, we were talking about whether we like hot weather or cold weather more. I make the joke that I'm like a lizard. I'm in the most American province in Canada. Just like this shows how little I know about like Canada or outside of the States, because the States themselves are kind of like their own little thing. And cold weather, just like I make the joke that I'm a lizard because I can't stand the cold weather. I shrivel up. I need like a billion jackets for me to feel warm in the cold weather. I make just like I'm active during the heat, but like you will not get, just like I shrivel up and just like nap during the cold weather. I hibernate if I can. Hibernate if possible.
When truth fails, sophistry prevails. Correct?
Ha!
Oh?
We cannot deny that fate, the unspeakable, holds wisdom
Does like
beyond
does
our
everyone in my chat like cold weather then? Does everyone
Perhaps
like
it does
that?
take a resolute skeptic, an impartial nihilist, to steady this ship and remain detached enough to look on from the sidelines.
210 looks up at the distant grape-colored
It's a pity.
sky.
This was supposed to be the best time of year to make wine.
Oh. He leaves without looking back. The silent leader continues on the familiar path. Ooh. A short distance away, 37 slides gracefully down the sand and runs toward him.
6! You're here!
Last year when you and your dad went hunting up here and got hypothermia inside, I couldn't stop. Dang! I remember a while back, like my family and I, like my family's thought about like taking like a vacation to Alaska, and like I was there like, are you seriously thinking about bringing us to Alaska? We have no clothes made for the snow because it doesn't snow in our area, and if it does, it snows no more than like 2 inches. No more than 2 inches of snow at most in my area. I don't get that. It doesn't get really cold where I live. So it's like, are you seriously thinking about us going to Alaska? We have nothing for it.
888 said
You would've
they're
died
holding a
exactly.
celebration before the arrival of the emanation, in honor of the living and the dead. Will you join us, 6?
Just like, exactly. I was like, are you seriously thinking about bringing us to Alaska? We wouldn't survive in there. We wouldn't survive. We would accidentally blind ourselves with snow and then get hypothermia somehow. And then get hypothermia inside a car. Inside, like you said.
37. Do you remember the story of Socrates?
Oh? What about Socrates?
The one you told me in the cave? The trial is over. Why mention it? You should answer my question first.
Her words trail off as her eyes suddenly widen in fear. She's completely fixed on what's in the distance. She knows the feast is underway, and she's reluctant, and she's recalculated the safe zone for them to hold it in. But now people are laying out food and wine on the ruined beach, among the rubble and wreckage, right next to the remains of the battlefield. Where's all my thing?
Wait, are they holding the ceremony outside the immunity zone?
Oh?
I told them to go to the meadow near the top of the mountain where they will be completely safe. I've checked my calculations over and over, leaving no room for error. 888 must have made a mistake. I need to warn them.
Shit. Blahaj, I need a Blahaj. I actually have one. It's the big Blahaj. I have the big one. I have one and it's really soft. It's like, her tiny arms are held back. Blonde hair droops over Six's eyes. 37 looks back in confusion at the leader's unusual behavior.
37.
Hmm?
Either be wise, uninvolved, and look on, or be practical, involved, and suffer.
Oh.
Which one will you end up choosing?
Lucky? I mean, I bought it with... Yeah, I had to buy it with, like, my own money. But I think it's worth it. Yeah. The voice on the phone sounds unsure.
Yes. In recognition of your extraordinary contributions, Laplace is honored to present you with the fruits of our labor. This knot is the result of our research.
Oh shit.
The knot has been validated as a working ritual on both humans and arcanists.
Oh wow.
With the help of other arcanists, we found methods to avoid side effects.
I mean...
and conducted small-scale experiments with success.
I mean, it wasn't too expensive for, like, the big one. For the big, like... for the big, like, over 1 meter long... like, 1 meter-ish long Blahaj. It was, like, 30 USD. It was around 30 USD.
So are you saying we can...
However,
so that's like I think 30 USD is pretty good for like a 1 meter long shark plushie. I think that's pretty good.
For transmission. Nor can we deliver you any experimental equipment, as the storm is about to make landfall.
Yeah, I don't think anything can be delivered realistically within like what 3 hours or 3.5 hours.
Acts as an equivalent to the incantation, but it does not guarantee that we will meet the casting requirements or avoid the likely side effects.
This is devastating news for anyone in need of a rescue in the midst of a disaster. The robot pauses briefly, searching its database for kinder phrasings.
I apologize, Miss Kakanya. Perhaps
I have to pick up some of those Blahajes up. Yeah. Yeah, ever since I got one Blahaj, like a bunch of my friends also got one. I'm pretty sure Squish has a Blahaj and a couple other friends. They have one.
You said the knot works on both humans and arcanists, right?
Surprisingly, there's no despair in her voice.
Yes.
That is more than enough.
Yeah.
This is the best news I've heard so far.
It's like it means it works on pretty much everyone.
There's a chance for everyone.
Exactly. The robot did not understand her mumbling, but she found something in her database that might work. It might help.
I have 2 more pieces of good news.
Oh shit.
First, the curse is not inevitable. Our experiments showed a 0.49% likelihood of no side effects occurring at all.
1 in 200 chance. Roughly 1 in 200. Roughly.
Second, the closer the storm gets, the more pneuma fills the air, leading to a greater success rate of the ritual.
So, essentially, the best time to cast this incantation for immunity is pretty much, like, probably minutes before the storm, like, happens. Probably.
Yet, even with these
calls them Blahaj.
The rate of success is
I mean,
still
I used to know the correct way to
low.
pronounce them. It's like isn't like the correct way to pronounce it is like Blowhigh or something like that, right? I don't remember. But like everyone calls it Blahaj. Everyone calls it Blahaj because of like the way it's like Romanized.
It's all right. With millions of people trying, there's hope that at least one person will succeed against the odds.
I mean, that's a 1 in 200 people chance, roughly. 1 in 201-ish.
With me, madam. I will do everything I can to spread this knot in Vienna. To the Arcanists, humans, Magyars, and Germans, they are all my people, regardless of their social status.
I don't know either. I'll Google. Yeah.
They all deserve the right to survive.
I mean, this is completely against anyone's, like, power. Completely over anyone's power, so yeah. Lucy ends the call and turns around. There stands a Foundation employee, sent here to inquire about the experiment with a stern expression after overhearing the conversation.
Madame Lucy, I can only assume you acted impulsively and overlooked the proper application process.
I mean, these are people in need of help.
The knot is new and not ready for widespread testing. Distributing it in Vienna could lead to more casualties or even fall into the hands of our enemies. I must remind you that this is a clear violation of the regulations set by PAX Security Council,
Gotta
the
go.
St. Pavlov Foundation,
Early
and the
day
Laplace.
tomorrow, night. Alright. Alright, rest well, Halls of Orion. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate it. Rest well, sleep well. Good night.
Ah, yes. How careless of me.
The robot nods.
But I did tell her I would share the results of the research.
Hmm?
And this is what you call a promise. And the database says, a promise made is a promise kept.
Yeah. I mean, if it's promised, then Lucy kind of can't go against that, assuming that that's coded that way into her. The storm is imminent. The final moment has arrived.
My brothers and sisters, put down your cups for a moment and lend ear to me. We were born extraordinary.
Oops.
Yet
Wait.
estranged
Oh, I did not
from the
realize I had that
world
keybind
around
up.
us.
Wait, which keybind's that? Shit.
Ages, we
Oh,
wandered the
where's
world
my
like a ship
clear?
lost at sea.
Where's my clear? Shift tab? Where's my... There we go. Oops, I did not realize that that toggled that. Something toggled that. Oh shit. I didn't realize that.
Despite the instability and chaos, we persevered. And together, we sought after the truth that would illuminate us all. Through introspection and contemplation, we cleansed ourselves of hatred, madness, and delusion, and embraced the value of beauty and harmony.
You sent a video on how to pronounce it? Oh.
You are looking at Julian's How do you pronounce this Norse language you're talking about? It has different pronunciations. One of the pronunciations, Swedish, I believe, include Blåhaj.
Blåhaj. Yeah. Yeah, Blåhaj is one of the pronunciations.
Hi. Blåhaj. Blåhaj. Here are more videos on how to pronounce.
Yeah. Alright. That's cool. That's cool. How to actually pronounce the shark's name.
Yet now, our shattered faith mingles with the rubble of this phenomenal world, as specks in an unjust timeline, as remnants of a tide long receded. The dream of the transcendental world is broken, and the order of the transcendental law is no more.
Our sanctuary has crumbled, exposing us to live in a world filled with conflict and turmoil, where we will be trapped in the wheel of
Yeah,
birth,
there's a couple
doomed
different
to repeat the
pronunciations for
mistakes
it.
of history for eternity.
But do not despair, for there is another way to the truth. It is a path fueled by unbridled passion, one that was stifled by moderation and restraint, a path that transcends the individual, breaks all boundaries and limitations, and leads us back to the essence in a fiery blaze of glory.
This path is the emanation which we stride into for the ultimate truth of our journey.
What are they yapping about? Oh!
Doctor?
The boy eases his pace as he sees Kakania rushing his way.
Finally, someone I know.
She cradles a thick stack of pamphlets in her arms, a little out of breath.
Ilich, gather everyone you can and have them read out these steps in the plaza for all to hear. If possible, go to the telegraph office or use a printing machine to copy flyers. Distribute as many copies as you can.
Oh shit.
I'll go to Leopoldstadt and find the Gracchus brothers. They know where to find abandoned military hot air balloons.
What are you talking about, Doctor? People are too busy trying to escape. I want nothing to do with those crazies. This? A guide for tying knots? Don't you know the world is about to end? So many warnings. Who'd want to read this?
No, it has the...
The people who want to survive will read it. I can't guarantee anything. It's a gamble for our lives. But people have a right to try before doomsday arrives. Ilich, please trust me one more time. Please.
The boy recognizes the plea in her voice.
Fine, Dr. Clara. If this works, your coffee for the rest of your life is on me.
Oh shit.
Why?
Oh. Clutching at her own hair, she lets out a heart-wrenched wail.
Why? Why are you still leaving? I found the truth. I completed the test. I deciphered the code of Apiron.
Oh. She struggles, trying to break free from the arm holding her back, her eyes fixed on the beach before her.
Why aren't you stopping them, Six?
I mean, their faith is dead. To them, they have no other reason to live because their faith and their truth is dead. Damn, this is hard to watch. This is hard to go through. Damn. Is this gonna be 07 to like a bunch of them? 210 and 888. God damn. A friendly figure comes up to them.
Hello.
Marta!
Are you joining them, Miss Marta?
She smiles and shakes her head, turning her face toward the leader.
I find myself uncertain of which way to go. Would you kindly give me some guidance?
The guidance I can offer you is limited, Miss Marta. I think fate knows its own fate better
6
than
is too
anyone.
divisible, he won't make it. I mean, it's interesting because 6 is just 3 factorial, and then like the addition, and then the sum of 3 factorial is also 6. It's really cool, which is kind of like why it's such a cool number. But it's also because it's once again, like you said, very divisible.
Thank you for your advice. I think I understand.
She steps into the path of no return. Damn. Oh. Yeah, my exact. Yeah. Yeah. Damn, this is hard to watch. Damn. It's like literally holding her back. Damn. Bro, the difference between the two locations. She's still wearing Isolde's brooch she sold. Damn! All of the payroll just fucking died. All of them just fucking died. What the fuck? For a second, I thought Miss Narrator's gonna yap about something. For a second, I thought she was gonna say, "Oh no, they all died." What do now? I was gonna be so mad if Miss Narrator came up. Because the moment I saw this thing. Alright.
My dear child, look at you. You're exhausted. I couldn't be of help then. But it's okay. The party is over now.
Bro, Miss
At
Narrator.
least let me brush your hair, darling.
Bro, all of the Peyron just fucking died. And I'm hoping at least a good amount of Vienna survived.
Or your hair will get all knotted. And it will hurt you when you try to untangle them.
Indeed, that happened more than once.
I'm not surprised. An old friend of ours, Knot. Often we learn our knots before we even know how to read and write. A knot could be an obstacle that breaks the consistency of a flow. And also a reminder of forgotten things. You can use just about anything on hand to make a knot. Leaves of grass, the fur
Anything
of an
that
animal,
can be tied.
even fallen hair. But the sturdiest knots are tied with rope. Knots are often found in many stories. Signify promises, counting and measuring, an instrument of salvation, and one of execution.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that one exists. What else can these knots really do?
Oh, I could go on all day. The influence and power of knots can't be overstated. It is said that it was in the cutting of the Gordian knot that Alexander became the Great. Just touching the meters-long rope provides blessings to the faithful in Bellum. And tiny knots on strings can carry the history of an entire people. The ancient Inca called it quipu. The intricate variations of hundreds of fabrics, colors, and lengths of strings were used to record their stories through the ages. And to think, Shakespeare only had 26 letters to create his masterpieces.
I mean, if it works, it works. 26 letters is pretty nice compared to all of that stuff. Not true fiberglass might be a better knot than rope. Specifically long, thin, bendy fiberglass? Really? I mean, Really? Isn't there something a bit more practical? That's
Just
interesting.
look around you. Don't sailors use knots to mark depths in men's sails? Or coachmen tying knots to rein their horses?
Bunby, thank
And
you
any
so much for
respectable
the
lady or
follow.
gentleman
Welcome,
knows the knots
welcome.
They must tie about their necks to
Welcome,
stay in
it's glad to
fashion.
see you here. Wait, I recognize your name somewhere. I recognize it somewhere. I'm trying to remember where I recognize it. I'm sure. I feel like I have you friended on like some game. I feel like I have you friended. I should know your name and where you and who you are. But thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you here.
Or consider the knot-like helix structure of DNA and the changes in states of matter. Invisible to the naked eye, these knots carry some hint at a universal law. That there might be a string, like the quipu, an endless rope that records in its knots everything in the world, one that can't be seen, yet there it is, everywhere, all at once. Maybe you can tie
Bobby, this
knot
is not a furry
yourself.
club.
Use your
And if
hair.
this was, you're the only ones here. We're
form
friends
a
on Wuthering
loop,
Waves. Oh, that's
pass the
right!
end
Right.
through it,
Yeah. I just
There you
remembered.
go.
I just remembered. Yeah, I was like, I recognize your name somewhere, but I can't fully remember where. That's where it is. It's good to see you here. It's good seeing you here. Have you played through the most recent Wuthering Waves update? Have you played through it yet? The entire Black Shores story? Not sure you have cat ears. I don't use cat ears, okay? I don't use them.
I hope
not
you
normal,
keep this
not on a
knot as
regular
record of the
basis,
words we
okay?
shared here.
Keep this knot as a record. You finished it? Yeah. What did you think of it? What did you think of it? Because like everyone I know right now has like absolutely loved it, and like a bunch of them have cried about it, cried to it. No comment? Oh shit. You have a video saying otherwise? That's one video from like 6 months, almost 7 months ago. Okay. Yeah, it was 7 months ago. Favorite knot's the Carnaleg knot. Hey, that's a pretty good knot. That's a pretty good one. A pretty tasty one. That's a pretty good knot. Alright. 2 numbers. Oh, we're on the beach. The beach. The 2 numbers. 2 numbers, each representing a pure essence of its own. Seven months, 1 hour, same. Yeah, it's been 7 months. It was 7 months ago. Wow.
I don't understand.
Oh?
I should be giving them my blessings. They're brave enough to return to the essence. But instead, sadness washes over me.
Yeah, they're all dead. The storm just passed.
I should feel happy for Sophia, now that she knows her soul number. Yet, I am filled with sorrow.
Storm's gonna pass. The beach is quiet, clean, and perfect again. The storm has washed away everything that's happened. The war, the crowds, and the clinking cups all gone. It's restored to the likeness of a better time, with no remnants left behind. The last echoes of an era have faded into the distance.
Why? Why did you all leave?
Damn. There's probably a lot of her friends too in there.
Is it because I wasn't fast enough? Is it because I didn't do well enough?
Wop wop, that's... God damn. Just saying wop wop to like someone losing like their entire like community. God damn. That's insane to say. Her petite frame sways in the breeze until finally she crumbles to the sand. Aww. And she's still a child, right? How old is she? She doesn't even look like she's reached puberty, so she's what, like at most 12? God damn. She's at most 12 or 13 during all of this. Damn. That's a lot to go through. That's a lot. Rivulets of tears stream down her cheeks, mixing with the mud on the ground. Her face, hair, and gilded robe are marred with stains. Marred with stains? But she shows no concern as she bawls her eyes out, her grief tearing at the core of her being. Like the first cries of a newborn entering the phenomenal world. God damn. Yep. Thus, the leader knows. The question is answered. Rather than looking on, she has chosen to be practical, involved, and suffer. And now, the moment of parting has come.
Go, 37. Leave the island to the world outside.
Damn.
Ms. Vertin, you're clearing a path out of the mires
The real
of the
news
phenomenal
reporter said
world.
womp womp to a girl getting locked in a dog cage, and then the girl had some sort of disorder. God, what the fuck? No way did that actually happen. No way. I don't like to believe that that actually happened. I don't want to believe that that actually happened. Some news reporter, unless the news reporter is like brand new on the job and doesn't know like basic like etiquette for what to say on TV and what you should say on TV and what you shouldn't say. Albeit in America it's free speech, so people are gonna get pressed over anything.
I sincerely hope you will steer it away from the horrors of war.
It's our duty to do so.
It happened in no fucking way. Some reporter said fucking womp womp. Six nods approvingly. The importance of the scroll needs no further proclamation.
Also, the person you were looking for, I am not familiar with a biographer named Erd.
Oh?
However, in my recollections from the previous six, there was a lady with a soul number just as unique as yours.
Oh?
Are you saying?
Is it Vertin's mother? She has a mother.
Sadly, these vague scraps of information were all that I inherited. I hope they will be useful to you.
It's her mother. She has a mother. So she has a mother. She turns around without another look at the empty beach. He starts walking back. Some believers trail after him without hesitation. Seeing this, the girl wipes off her tears and scrambles to her feet. So you have... Exactly.
No! Wait! Six, where are you going?
Wait, where's bro going?
Everyone is gone! Sophia, 210, 888, and now you too?
Oh?
I'm returning to the cave, 37. There are still people who refuse to be caught in the cycle of hatred, or give in to unrestrained passion. The entrance to the sacred place may be destroyed, but the people's faith is yet to be extinguished. We will persist in studying the scrolls, copying the scriptures, and restoring our halls. We will worship the Ancient One in penance and work to rekindle the flame of our broken beliefs. The island is a manifestation of our choices.
I'm returning to the
a
cave.
haven removed from the phenomenal world. A place of order and
I'm
harmony.
returning to the cave.
And
Yeah.
it is our determination that will sustain its tranquil existence.
Just like touch grass. Ew, we touch rocks. Touch rocks, not grass. God damn.
I will go with you.
Oh?
No. Your choice has already been made, 37. You should not go back. The sorrows and doubts you have can only be alleviated by experiencing the outside world.
37's face turns completely pale. He shakes. Six shakes his head, looking toward the sun, the setting sun.
Thousands of years ago, the first faithful ones fled from the Roman Empire and journeyed to
The
this
guy
island,
named Rox.
where they founded the School of Epeiron.
Damn, that's gorgeous. That's so pretty. I never realized how tall 37 kind of is. Given that 6 is a decently tall guy, right? At least I would think he is decently tall. How old is 37 then? Although I guess they wouldn't care that much about age or something like that and here.
500 years ago, refugees from Arabia found shelter here. They filled the cavern's shelves with copies of their writings and texts. Half a century ago, scholars who had their research exploited for warfare came and expanded our knowledge on modern mathematics.
Now 6 is short? Yeah, because we know, I thought 37's is pretty short.
There were many 37s and 6s among them. Yet, are we any different from them in essence? Even if we are no longer here, the numbers 37 and 6 will still exist. Even if the island sank, these numbers would reappear elsewhere. The integer sequence is infinite, 37. Rather than clinging to a set of specific numbers, you should go and work out your own calculations and conclusions.
So now you're choosing to be wise and look on. But I don't understand. How could one be wise by being uninvolved and looking on from the sidelines?
Six lets out a sound, almost a chuckle.
You overestimate wisdom, Miss Verton. It can't do everything. Wisdom can free people from ignorance, but it can also lead them to a nihilistic void. Yet, someone will always seek this wisdom, even if nihilistic, to briefly rise above their worldly troubles and find some relief. And someone will have to stay here and provide a neutral haven for the drifters of the phenomenal world, and give the lost souls a harbor to return to.
He turns again, ignoring the calling behind him this time.
Wait! Six! Wait!
Oh? She rubs her face with her palms and pulls up her robe, running down the beach. She stumbles over a pebble and falls, but she pushes through the pain and rises to her feet, still running as fast as she can.
Six?
After a pause in the story, I sent the news reporter. Oh my god. This Mrs. Story of a girl with Down syndrome taken her mother. What the No way. Is this real?
Atticus!
Oh. Girl just used his government name. She just used his government name. Oh shit. Not the government name. The man stops. He had not expected to hear that name. Numbers are the essence of one's soul, and names are but echoes of the phenomenal world. He was born into this number, long before he was given the name Atticus. 37 never once called him by that name, for she had always valued the essence above all else. Now here she stands, hair tangled with mud, knees bleeding, all battered and bruised, yet her gaze remains resolute. Six got ducks in cave!
Did you leave a door open for me in your cave? Like when we were kids?
Wait, they were kids? So they're roughly the same age? Then holy shit.
Transcendental laws in disorder, but that doesn't mean the truth is gone.
Wait, I always had the impression that Six was like a good amount of years older than 37. Like, I always had the impression that he was at least like 7 years older at minimum. But they were roughly the same age?
I will carve a new path through the chaos, calculate better solutions than ever before, and delve into the phenomenal world to discover all it has to offer. By then, if I run into problems that I can't solve, can we talk about them together? Like we used to?
Now here's the question, is Six gonna dox 37? 3 maxims are carved on the pillar of the Temple of Apollo. Know thyself, nothing in excess, and give a pledge, and trouble is at hand. What can he say? Alleviating doubts is a leader's duty.
Yes, a door will be left open for you, 37. Both you and your friends can come in.
It's a promise, Six.
She brushes away her tears and waves to him. It's still a goodbye, but it's no longer as devastating. The last of Aperon followers have left, leaving only the Timekeeper's team on the beach. Maybe their relationship was frowned upon and you can... What? Yo, what are you trying to say about them? What are you trying to say about them? What about Six? Like, what about 6 and 37? What about them?
Zeno sent a ship to pick us up. Let's go, 37. The researchers of Laplace would love to meet you.
The girl's shoulders are trembling.
Are you nervous? Afraid of the unknown world?
Oh yeah, she's never been outside of... Yeah, she's never been outside
Maybe
of
a
here.
little. But I will get used to it.
She lets out a breath. Maybe he is way older than her. I mean, she says when they were kids. Like when we were kids. Yeah. So they were both kids, because the we implies both. Heavily implies both. Well, no, it means both of them were kids. Could have worded that. Breath. She lets out a breath, clearing the tangle of emotions from her mind. A familiar smile lights up on her face. Could have
Because the
worded that
nature
differently.
of the universe flows in all things alike.
So is this goodbye to Aperon? Is this goodbye? We're on the ship with Zeno. Oh. Yeah. We're back here. The umbrella and the knot. It may not be important to remember an era, but it is important to remember the people. We're so close to the end, chat. We're finishing this today. We finished this today.
We are prisoners within these cavern walls. Our gaze is held captive by the shadow's thrall. Until our hands clasped and our chains rattled, we united to break free from our shackles. The sightless joined forces with the soundless, and the voiceless uplifted the helpless. Together, we assembled a sliver of truth, a piece of the world hidden since youth.
Back in the Foundation. It has been way too long since we've been in here.
Have you got something for me, Mesmer?
Mesmer Jr. looks worn and tired, but her demeanor is still somewhat friendly. Dark circles are clearly visible under Mesmer Jr.'s eyes, just like every Laplace member encountered today.
Yes. They asked me to give this to you.
She sounds so tired and dead. Give them all like a minimum like a 2-hour nap. Most of them probably pulled off an entire all-nighters for this. Oh.
The culmination of our research. The crystallization of man in all its wisdom. The protective gear against the storm.
Oh shit. And of course it has the checkered pattern of the Foundation. Of course
An
it
umbrella.
does.
Something you personally don't really need.
Oh yeah, Burton does not need an umbrella at all. She takes a sarcastic jab. A sarcastic jab as she opens the white satin umbrella. Oh, that's cool. That's really pretty inside. That's really pretty.
It's called the Equilibrium Umbrella. This is the first model, consisting of a converter, a harmonizer, and a ritual core. The converter generates a balancing field that can cast rituals in the storm, taking account of the wielder's capabilities.
Wait, what's happening in Vienna right now? We had that entire
harmonizer's
scene.
markings are inspired by the scroll of Apeiron. Madame Lucy tested it against 162 known side effects and found it to be highly effective.
Oh, that's cool.
The original scroll has been returned to the island.
Oh,
This
that's
is only
good.
a
That's good.
simplified and duplicated rendition.
The 162 curses aren't all of them, right?
Correct. There may be other unknown
Most
side
likely.
effects, so the umbrella is only a prototype in the testing phase.
Yeah.
And the ritual core. At first it was called the 37 Lucy Knot in honor of the two main contributors.
Yeah, the little light in the umbrella is smart. Yeah.
However, both of them turned it down.
Oh, what's the name that they gave for him again? 37 Lucy Knot. Oh my god, that's a cute name, but that's also like understandable why they wouldn't use that
Yes.
name.
I still remember what 37 said at the time. She would rather name it after the mathematical properties of the knot. even if it's too much of a mouthful.
The entire, like, what was it? Like, the polynomial. The entire polynomial should be...
No, no. 37 is not a name, and the truth should not be dressed up with anyone's name. I only found it. I didn't invent it. I don't need something named after me to prove my sense of existence.
Aww.
But I'm not on the island anymore. I can understand that the imaginary numbers need to honor the discovery.
Or anything that's important, really.
You may use another contributor's name for it. I'm willing to accept that.
Aww.
Madame Lucy showed no interest in the naming rights, so it was transferred to the third major contributor, Adler Hoffman. Sadly, researcher Adler also rejected the offer. At first, we nearly ended up using the date of that day as the name. But he changed his mind after confirming he could use his family name instead.
Oh, Hoffman?
The Hoffman knot?
Oh.
You named it after Madame Hoffman?
Well, then the family
Yes.
name.
Researcher Adler Hoffman wanted to make sure that Greta Hoffman would never be forgotten for her selfless sacrifice.
That's a damn good reason to name it the Hoffman Hot Knot. That's a damn good reason. That's a damn good reason to name it, to honor someone else. That's a damn good reason.
Level 4 Investigator Marcus, please accept this umbrella. It is rightfully yours.
She receives an equilibrium umbrella. Its pearly sheen creates an illusion of pure whiteness in front of her. Oh.
Given the incredible contributions you have made,
Yeah,
you're welcome to
the
apply
pain.
for a well-deserved and extended
Aw.
vacation.
Well-deserved extended vacation. Yeah, with everything she's gone through, she needs that break. She needs that break with everything she's gone through.
No. I will request for permission to go out.
Oh. Oh. She
My
still wants to
era
move?
Is gone. But with this umbrella in hand, I will venture into the new world and marvel at what's to come.
Marcus looks up at the sky.
Will the sucker tort taste the same?
Ooh. Oh, she's still caught up with the cake. With the umbrella in her arms, she bows to the Foundation staff member. She then turns and walks toward the light.
And lastly, the asymmetrical nuclide R in the handle of the umbrella
It's a
is
damn
supposed
umbrella.
to
Wow,
protect
so
against
cool.
the storm syndrome. But this still needs to be confirmed through testing.
The asymmetrical nuclide are supposed to protect.
It's okay. This is the one thing we need the most.
If you have no further questions about its usage, I'm heading back to the rehab center. The afflicted researchers there are in dire need of my magnet therapy.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah,
Don't you
all
think
of the
one is not enough
researchers
for
that
my
have gone
needs?
through one.
I think 5. No, 15 might be more helpful.
Oh yeah, she's thinking about everyone else she'll come across. An unexpected question. Mesmer Jr. stops with a surprised look on her face. Aww. Virgin's thinking of everyone else.
My suitcase can't protect humans from the storm. They'll need the umbrella to survive.
Oh. Damn, she thought of Schneider. She thought about Schneider. Oh. Damn. God damn it.
In the future missions, I may encounter lots of...
Oh my god, the world's ending. I got an umbrella with a light bulb on for it. A light bulb on it. Yeah. Future missions. I may encounter lots of... Yeah. Oh. Mesmer Jr. interrupts.
Just a reminder, Timekeeper. This is only a prototype.
A prototype is better than nothing, I
The
think.
application forms for the umbrella are available in the Foundation lobby. Feel free to apply for as many as you need.
Bro, the entire application is just gonna be her and like anyone who's living in her suitcase. She turns and leaves, not staying for another second.
Thank you, Mesmer.
The amount of sunlight is just right. The umbrella pops open, rotating with a touch of grace. Against the white fabric, the golden knot gleams with brilliance.
37 was right. it is a beautiful shape indeed.
Damn. The Foundation Square has been restored to its former glory. Just like this feels like the entire falling action now. Just like we've gotten to the biggest climax, which is the storm happening, and then that entire scene, and now we're here. A recognizable figure stands there, having waited for a long time.
Hey, Vertin! Did you get it done?
Yes, it went smoothly. I was expecting something more complicated.
Well then,
So,
I
to
walked
get
down the
umbrella,
street with my
you
light
only need
bulb
to fill out
umbrella.
forms.
The light bulb umbrella. I mean, it is still a pretty cool umbrella, I think. And with like all of its design and everything behind it, that's really cool.
Huh?
They incorporated all
That's
sorts of
not
stuff
what
into
I
it.
was talking about.
Hmm? So the umbrella, so you only need to fill out forms.
I'm talking about the brave and glorious sacrifice of my Apple II. Don't you think the Foundation should compensate me with a shiny new ship?
She's still, but like, it's been quite a while, but then again, it feels like it's been a long time. It probably hasn't been more than like a couple weeks. And Regulus is still really butthurt about Apple II.
Oh.
It hasn't even come across Vertin's mind.
Oh? What do you mean, oh? Are you saying you totally forgot about it?
Probably. You would buy one? Yeah. Regulus closes in, offended, putting her hands on both her shoulders.
Easy, Regulus. Those people are likely buried in paperwork right now. Just be patient and wait.
Yeah, that's good. Damn, I never thought Lilia would be the voice of reason here, given how drunk she is all the time. You hate Regulus' voice, it annoys you? Yeah, I mean, she's British, okay? Give her a break, she's British, okay? She can't help it if she's just British. If she's that kind of British, okay?
Lilia, how was your commendation ceremony?
They rewarded me for escorting the important item during the storm.
Just like, you got the scroll here in less than 3 hours?
How is delivering a scroll worthy of a reward? I'll say someone should be grateful I didn't crash into the committee building.
You got it there in less than 4 hours. For what, 700 something nautical miles? You got it through that far? I think that's pretty cool that you could somehow travel that fucking fast. God damn. She tosses the metal to Regulus.
Take it. Might be useful for your alchemy.
Oh.
Oh, let me see.
Ooh. Bro, I did not like that sound, and I was like, did she bite it? And yeah, she did fucking bite it. She made just like the little sound. Regulus brings the metal to her mouth and takes a small bite.
Oh, thanks, mate.
I like
it's
the way
made
she's
of pure gold.
Pure gold. Also, that's why she bit it, because gold is soft enough to where you can bite into it, actually.
On behalf of the pirate community, I thank you for your remarkable contribution to alchemy.
Damn. It's like she's kind of half furry. I mean, she does have like the like ears on her hat or whatever, right?
I have one too.
Oh? Juvis III walks over and places another medal in Regulus's hand. Like Lilia, she is rewarded for helping to deliver the scroll.
Please forgive my lack of contribution, Timekeeper.
No, it's okay. You stopped the Elidial from like you prevented the Elidial from hindering Lilia to getting here quick. She misses the island trip because of the forest they planted in the Foundation Square. She missed that. Fortunately, the square has been restored to its original condition. I mean, it doesn't look like it's at its original condition of like pristine marble, but it's pretty close.
It seems the awakened woods have embraced tranquility once more. Perhaps a sign of good things to come.
Please smash.
I'm
Smash
glad to see you
who?
back on your feet, Miss Truvis.
What?
What,
Russian
I'd
Lady
like to introduce
Lilia?
you to. A flourishing island that survived both war and the storm. I think a talented druid like you would be of great help to them.
Place.
Sounds like a place to look forward to.
Yeah, druid and wandmaker, right? The reunion is cut short by the pirates cheering.
Nice job, Druvis. It's not as big as Lilia's, but it is made of a rare kind of metal.
Oh? Oh, Lilia? Yeah, Russian lady.
This is a good start, Captain. This apple thinks we only need 300 more medals to afford a new ship.
Bro, I forgot Apple existed. I forgot he existed. I forgot. He has been out of the picture for so long. Lilia's honest. I mean, with how much Lilia's done, she's fucking goated. She's awesome. She is so fucking cool.
You read my mind, Mischief Mate. When will Xeno's ceremony be held? This captain is not a fan of these ceremonies. So, could they just mail me my medal?
The rockin' pirate coughs awkwardly, her eyes darting away behind the cover of her shades.
Did I miss something?
Sotheby! She's back! Oh my god, the initial gang is back!
Are we holding a medal exchanging party?
Ooh? The entire gang is back. The entire initial gang is all back. Damn. Regulus rejoices at the sight of the little lady, tears welling up in her eyes. She stretches out a hand, and Sotheby immediately gets the message.
But I don't have a medal. All I have is this big round golden...
That's a medal. A handful of weighty jewelry is placed in Regulus's hands. That... Right, Sotheby... Smash apple! Well, you gonna turn him into fucking applesauce? Hey, yo! Turn him into fucking applesauce, nah. Oh yeah, Sotheby's rich as hell, right? She has like she had like an entire vault full of gold. Right.
Captain, I think we can buy a new ship with this.
Yeah, with that much gold, probably. Regulus wraps her in a ginormous bear hug, moved to tears. Praise Sotheby, the most charitable woman in history, the revitalizer of the pirate community, the prime sponsor of the ingenious alchemists, and the bank vault on legs.
Regulus! Regulus!
Oh, Soneto's also really happy. Soneto runs over panting, waving a stack of stamped papers in her hand. I'll make him applesauce. Bruh. Why are we talking about turning Mr. Apple into applesauce? God damn it. Just like smashing the apple up into applesauce. God fucking damn it.
The timekeeper asked me to request a new ship for you, and we have the approval.
Oh shit.
The Foundation will rebuild Apple II and pay for its maintenance. Huh?
Ooh. She's in the process of trying to...
Soneto?
I mean, she's in the process of trying to get Apple III. The trees sway in the breeze, and the sunlight streams through the leaves. It is a fine weather to set sail again.
Now we have 2 new ships.
Whoa! Oh, yo, the last thing you should say to Mr. Apple is to tell him to oil up. Nah, that's wild. 2 new ships. God damn, why are we talking about oiling up a fucking apple? Turning it into applesauce and getting apple juice all over the place. God fucking damn it. Special notice. Let's see, Equilibrium umbrella. That's so cool. I'm sorry, Rixer. Don't be sorry. Miss Lucy should be first on the list. Alphabetical order. Yeah, Alder got lucky with this one. Just like, don't shake the duck ass in front of my face. The duck ass. And now, the curtain call. She brushes off the raindrops from her shoulders and steps into the new world. Alright, is this the final chapter? Everything's coming to a conclusion. The youth are sailing for a new world, while the old are saying goodbye to the world they knew. He's a further
15 plugs. This should be enough to cover all socket types at our destination.
All socket types? Wow.
Simone, pass me the experiment log, please.
What are they doing? She brushes the dust off the desk and takes a final inventory of the lab's equipment. She leaves the lights off, not needing them any longer. An urgent knocking sound from the door.
Come.
Ooh. Before she finishes her protocol for human social customs, the door barges open.
Madame Lucy, is it true? Are you leaving Laplace?
Oh? Wait, where would Lucy go then?
Yes. The inquiry is over.
Where is she going then?
This is the decision of all parties involved.
Oh!
You have got to be kidding me!
Yeah. Cause like, she's been the leader of Laplace for how long? She's been leader, and it's like, where is she going then? Enigma pounds the table, sending the dust from the experiments into the air.
After all the incredible contributions you've made, they're suspending you?
Oh?
This is absolutely ridiculous! Without you, there would be no umbrella, and everyone would have died from the side effects!
Oh, is this because Lucy shared the information to Kekania about the knot and everything?
But many did perish because of me. I had underestimated the danger of the ritual, and it ended up spreading uncontrollably.
Some survivors is better than no survivors.
Did you not once have the same opinion, researcher Adler Hoffman?
Oh. The robot gives him a friendly nod.
It is surprising to see you change your mind so quickly. But that is just what Laplace needs. The spirit of rationality and self-evolution.
Oh? The documents have been filed away. Simone walks up to Lucy and takes the heavy experimental apparatus from her hands. As the dust rises from their environments, Enigma lets out a cough.
I can imagine how they came to this decision. They must have considered the backgrounds of all the employees, including their social status and race. After 8 years, we finally created an umbrella to withstand the storm. However, our methods for achieving such progress and breakthroughs were too much for some to handle.
Oh.
People needed an outlet for their frustrations. So someone had to be held responsible for the accidents and casualties. Numerous complaints have been filed against me, accusing me of being a cold, heartless opponent of humanity. Within the Foundation, Xeno, and even here, some are starting to question the idea of having an awakened piston as a leader of Laplace.
Oh right, she is a overcomplicated piston now.
They argued about my arcane abilities, unsure if I had them under control or if they were becoming unstable and affecting my ability to make rational decisions.
The robot realizes and overlooks the detail.
I did give the nod to Miss Kekania in violation of the confidentiality agreement.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it helped people survive, and that is all that matters.
Yeah. But Enigma does not pick up on this realization. He's already enraged, fists clenched in a ball.
So they're questioning your standing because you're an awakened? An arcanist? They're doubting the rationality of a machine that values technology and progress above all else? Could anything be more absurd? Even I, a human, was on the verge of giving up. It was you who convinced me to save our species.
My question is, why are you so upset? This does not affect you. In fact, you may be promoted. Laplace is setting up a new department. and you and Ulrich should have been invited to head it.
Last I remember, didn't Enigma and Ulrich say that they never wanted to work together again or something?
Weil das verdammt ungerecht ist! Diese Leute kennen dich nicht! Sie haben nicht mit dir gearbeitet oder dir zugehört! Und doch ernten sie freudig die Früchte deiner Arbeit! Während der einzige Grund, warum du suspendiert wirst, ist, weil du, ein Erwachter, nicht wirklich sterben kannst! Oder sie würden dir jetzt eine Ehrenmedaille auf deinem Grabstein verleihen!
Maybe you should take up that offer.
Oh.
At least you will get a promotion as a just reward.
Enigma opens his mouth, but no sound comes out. He wants to tell her she's wrong about him wanting the promotion, but he's too flustered and angry to speak. The robotic eyes slit pulses, and she continues in her unemotional tone.
By the way, Ulrich ended up receiving a medal. But like you, he was not exactly thrilled either. He is outside the committee building, refusing to eat in protest. But everyone knows how resilient the Awakened can be. It is going poorly.
She shakes and sighs, deeply remorseful for her subordinate's behavior.
I will suggest that one of you take this position. No one knows this research better than the two of you.
Not a chance!
The research must progress, and you also need to ensure that the results will not be abused.
A valid concern.
Scheiße. You're right.
God, he actually did curse in German. Enigma is caught in a fierce battle between his principles and his duty, but the robot doesn't notice these unimportant details. She nonchalantly walks over to the chair and runs a final battery check.
The punishment does not bother me, Researcher Hoffman. Power exists only in your dictionary, not mine. From the moment of my awakening, I have been unable to comprehend you creatures. And even now, that remains unchanged.
She states, with no emotion added to embellish her delivery. Enigma's mouth falls open in shock. Meanwhile, the robot is just keeps on talking.
We operate in different ways, just like how our fuels differ. But the bright side is our paths align. Whether we are creatures or machines, humans or arcanists, most of us strive for a better life. It is this primal desire that drives progress. That is why I put on the mask of a human and work on improving my appearance and speech, all for the sake of better communication with you. Unfortunately, my efforts do not always pay off. Some say that the more human-like I appear, the more different I seem.
Oh, she reaches that valley, that uncanny valley, right? She shakes her head with regret.
But I am who I am, and my motivation is not to gain recognition from others. Our aligned path leads us to progress, and that is all there is to it.
Why are you stroking May's horn? For what? And why are you saying teehee? What's up, Bobby?
Thanks to the invention of the umbrella, Laplace can now resume its research unhindered. And if there is someone better qualified to lead, I am more than willing to remain a humble cog in their machine. Besides, Miss C introduced me to a beautiful resort. The lake there is rich with arcane power, perfect for an awakened arcanist like me.
Oh?
Not only is it a resort, but also an independent team with a good amount of freedom. My only concern is if they have adequate power supply. Oh, rust might be a problem. Perhaps I should ask Researcher X about his titanium derust machine.
Yeah, you should ask about that, Lucy. What about furries? Damn, Enigma's not taking this. The robot is happily thinking about her vacation plans. She has completed all preparations for departure.
Time to go, Simone.
Madam Lucy, please take a look at this before you go.
Oh? A stack of reports is handed in front of her.
This is a report you compiled during the storm countdown, detailing 126 side effects and how the scroll alleviates them. I have some questions about the data for Type 34.
Oh? Lucy flips and opens it dutifully, goes through the list one last time.
Yes, I can see a few errors in here. Unfortunately, I have to complete all of the handover procedures today. Perhaps you can ask Mr. Ulrich about it later.
Oh. She hands it back to Enigma, but he does not reach for it. He looks at her, grief-stricken.
The side effects left a mark on you, didn't they? There are 162 side effects, not 126. There was also an obvious typo in the data for Type 34. We noticed it long ago and corrected it. Took only 5 seconds. You sacrificed so much for this report, yet you could not see such glaring mistakes. You called me Researcher Hoffman earlier, a name you haven't used since you took over Laplace 8 years ago. To avoid confusion with my sister, you and our colleagues started calling me Adler instead.
Moving closer, he asks grimly,
How much data did you lose to impair your research abilities like this?
Shit.
Is this why you have to leave Laplace now?
Oh.
The progress you've made has helped so many, but at what cost to your own well-being?
The robot does not answer, a rare occurrence. From her side, Simone gently takes the file for her.
We should go, Madam Lucy.
Goodbye, Researcher Adler. Thank you for correcting my mistake.
Damn. She walks away with steely steps. Not looking back.
Fine.
Oh. He grips the door frame, ignoring the strange looks from the hallway.
I'll take up that role and do what you've been nagging me to do. I'll take care of those pesky committees. But just so you know, I'm not doing this for the higher-ups who look down on us, but for the people who look up to us from below.
The footsteps continue in rhythm. Her duty here is done. Then, another voice calls out.
Lucy.
Oh. The corridors are bustling with people. Researchers, clerks, directors, and security. Every Laplace employee is in the corridors, from bottom to top floor. Wow. Yeah. The same voice shouts.
All attention!
Oh.
Salute!
Oh shit. Papers litter the air like snowflakes. Everyone says goodbye in their own language, tossing files over the railings. That's something to 07 to. The countless drafts, designs, and forms from the past 24 hours rain down. They were created for the storm and have completed their mission, just as did the robot.
Simone, why are they throwing papers at me? Are they rejecting me and banishing me?
It's their way of showing.
On the contrary, madam, they are showing their reverence.
Oh, I see.
The robot is without a face and emotion modeled today, so she turns away from the crowd. The sunlight dances on her metallic surface, enveloping her in a golden aura.
Let us go, Simone. I miss the Laplace Chargers already.
Damn.
There is a 230-volt bath at the resort, right?
Good question. Good question. The end. During the event, you can re-experience the climactic final completion. Oh! Oh shit. During the event, spending activity will earn you fluid metal, which can be used to re-experience the final battle. Spending fluid metal will gradually unlock higher Oh! That's cool. Okay. Oh, I get it. That's cool. We have one more thing here. Alright. So which poor saps under the spot next? Pale green characters flicker incessantly, and in a second, dozens of messages appear on the fluorescent screen at the same time. It is clear to see that life must go on. Let's see. It's electrified. Just opposed to this idea. Excellent leader. So, wait! That would also imply that the incantation doesn't just affect you physically, but it literally can alter, like, how... Cause if it affects her ability, Lucy's ability to make rational decisions like that. How? Huh. And the effects go way deeper than just physical changes. God damn. Alright. That's Chapter 7 done. To the new world. Oh! What is this? Oh, that's cute. That's cute. We might continue we'll continue a little bit of this today. This you haven't done. Ooh. The long journey wears you down. It's only your force of will that has carried you this far. But the rocking pirate is still filled to the brim with energy. She finds a smooth, flat rock that still holds some warmth from the sun. Taking a seat before raising a drink in a toast toward the horizon, the last can of Dr. Pepper rests beside her. Still reading, so I was dead back then.
Nothing beats a Dr. Pepper after saving the day. What? Are you worrying about other things? We just took down Arcana and snagged the storm immunity. Why not kick back for a minute, mate?
Because Sophia is probably the new leader of Manus Vindictae. And I don't know what she's cooking.
The best bit about this whole thing is I ended up with 2 ships in one day.
I mean, that is a pretty good thing.
Let's treat ourselves to fizzy drinks and get all puffed up today.
Dr. Pepper, yep. Celebrating with coffee. Take the last can. No, I'll let her have the can of Dr. Pepper. I'll let her have it.
The brown bean juice the math geeks hate so much? You think I'd make a fuss again?
The bean juice. The bean juice. It's not even
would
actually
be lovely,
beans.
But right now, Dr. Pepper is my jam. So, maybe next time.
Yeah, I'll let her have the final Dr. Pepper. I'll let her have it. Beans. It's a fine respite, as she said. There is nothing stopping you from enjoying the refreshing flavor of the bubbling soft drinks. What does the do you think we'll ever make it back to our own time? It's for the I mean, yeah. I mean, this is just
Glad
a time.
you enjoyed that. If you ever want more Dr. Pepper, I'm here for you.
I mean, all right. Oh, that's cute. Oh. Oh, it's like a little like Oh, that's cute. Oh, this is how you get the skin. Oh, that's cute. These are cute. All right, I know what those are now. That's really cute. Those are really cute. And there's 14 of them as well. There's 14 of them. That's quite a few. But that's just like that's really cute. That's really cute. All right. With all of that said and done, I guess it's gonna be a while until my next Reverse 1999 stream. It's gonna be a little while. This emo thing is scary. The emo thing. Oh yeah, because it will automatically do. Yeah, it automatically does it based off of like text. But I'll probably go back and change their names to like something that's like less likely to be used. Bro, wait, Bobby, is your favorite emote the fucking Alicia fucking Alicia having fun with May's fucking horn? Is that your favorite? Because you've used that quite a bit already.
The fastest way to learn is through
Alright.
rotation. See timekeeper.
Oh, something. Oh, it's gonna be telling me at that. Alright. I don't think there's much else for me to do, so with
either way,
all of
I'm
that.
glad to know that you pay attention to the details.
Alright.
It is an essential quality for any good researcher.
With all of that said and done, let's head over here.
Did you get it?
Let's head over here. Alright. Little longer than my usual stream, but that's okay. It's okay, we're having fun here. But yeah! We finally finished chapter 7 after so long of it being out already. Wow. It's already been how long since it's been out? Oh, Lucy got hot again. Yeah. Alright. Like the clank clank clank. Like are you all like clank 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 right now? Alright, but yeah, I guess it's gonna be a little bit before my next Reverse 1999 stream then. But with all of that said and done, normal outro, I guess. Yeah. Actually, wait, not yet. Okay, not yet. I'm rushing things right now. But my next stream is going to be on Monday. I'm gonna be streaming Arknights, going through Babel, going through the new event, Babel. I like furries, not robots. Alright. Alright. But I'll be playing Arknights. I'll be playing Arknights going through the Babel event and all of its stages, so that would be pretty fun. Yeah, on Monday. It's on Monday. And normal outro stuff, if you're not already following me, go drop me a follow. Here are the links to all my socials. There's my Twitter, my Instagram, my YouTube VODs channel. Why is the link broken? Why is the link broken in VODs? Why is it broken? Discord, Ko-fi, and Throne. I'm gonna have to fix those later. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in, and oh, the music's a little loud. Thank you for all tuning in, and I will see you all later then. Bye!